friendship that'll never ever end.
Run!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction live stream number 26. That in that neighborhood, my brothers and sisters. Welcome in once again, my friends, to another live stream with the Bean Team. Hope y'all doing excellent out there today. And I'm glad that you came on back to the channel once again to help with the Bean. Now, today, y'all, we got 5 different channels that we're going to go to. Now, of course, we're going to go back to Midwest Safety. You know, shout out to Midwest Safety. We're going to check out one of their more popular videos that I think has like 7 million views. So I want to see what that's talking about, especially from the title. The title is very interesting. Also, we're going to go back to the EWU. We're going to go back to EWU Bodycam and check out one of their most recent videos. And this one right here, the title, I can't really understand it, but it's very freaking interesting at the same time. At the same freaking time. Then also, my friends, also Bean Team, we are going to 3 different channels that I have never reacted to before. Matter of fact, I just watched 3 different videos from their channel earlier today just to see what they was talking about and see if I would like it or whatever. And I think they pretty good channels, man. I think they pretty good, and I think it'll be something different over here on our channel to watch together. But I digress. Before we do all that, you know, I got to go to the comment section and give a shout out to Lively Galaxy. My girl Lively says, oops, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. I don't know how to fix what I just did, but I was saying I am excited to be here for this one. Let's go, Bean Team. Let's go, Lively. Happy you are here. And also, my girl Julie Hansen says, hi, guys. How are y'all doing today? I'm doing good, Julie. I'm doing freaking good. Another freaking live stream with the Bean Team. It's like the more I do these live streams, the more I enjoy it, y'all. Like, seriously, man. So we here on another good Saturday. And we got Love Girl, just love for comment. Love Girl 788 says, hi, what's up, Love Girl? Happy that you can stop by once again, too. But I digress. Other than that, Bean Team, just keep it on your mind that on Monday, I will be releasing my first true crime, horror, dark, deep, and mysterious, what is going on type of video. So make sure y'all stay on the lookout for that. Love Girl also says, my birthday is in 7 days. Happy early birthday, Love Girl. Happy early birthday. Shout out to you for that, man. In 7 days. So when would that be? Let me see. Your birthday is August the 2nd. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody who birthday in August. But I digress, Bean Team. We're going to go and get into these videos. And the very first video is coming from a channel called Mystery Beyond. Mystery Beyond, Bean Team. And the title of the video is 6 disturbing videos found on the internet right now. Volume 4. Now, like I said, I watched the video from earlier and I really liked it. It gives me chilling scares, Lazy Masquerade, Nick Crowley type of vibes. And I'm ready to get into it, Bean Team. I am ready to get into it. But before we get into it, y'all know what y'all got to do. Get whatever you may need. Get what you need, please. We are going to Mystery Beyond for the first time. Y'all got what y'all need. Y'all ready to go? Then let's go. And make sure if y'all don't hear the audio, let me know. Let's go.
Stop here, you titties! Shit! Shit!
This is a very disturbing video showing a man being chased by the police. The man was fleeing from the police because of an expired car registration. Deputy Lorenzo Lugin stopped the suspect, Bren Thompson, 28, in February 2018 for expired plates. He gave a fake name, Jacob Jones, to the deputy, which the deputy found out was an alias after checking the system. In the video, the deputy asks, "Why didn't you just give me your real name?" The suspect insists it's his real name, but then suddenly runs away from the scene.
Did you give me the right name?
Yeah,
What's your name?
Jacob Todd Jones.
Why don't you give me the right name?
It is the right name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Brent, I know. So right now you're under arrest. Stop! You're gonna get tased! Stop!
I mean, but for him to run away, it got to be more than just that he got an expired tag. You know what I'm saying? He got to have some warrants out for his arrest, some terrible criminal history. Maybe he a felon or whatever. He got a gun in the car, some weed, some cocaine. Like, it's more than just the expired tag while he gave the officer a fake name and now he running away. Let's find out why.
The deputy chases him, telling him to stop, but he doesn't listen. He keeps running for a few more seconds before jumping over the highway, where the deputy chases him. The suspect falls onto the highway, which was busy with traffic.
Oh.
Not knowing about the incoming traffic, an oncoming SUV coming with its horn honking hit the suspect, and he was killed instantly.
Oh.
Shit!
Oh.
Shit!
Oh, shit. Oh my fucking. Well, this just took a disturbing turn, Beam Team. I didn't see that coming at freaking all. What the freak? And shame on that officer. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call it out from the beginning. Shame on that officer, because he should have had more awareness of the situation. Bro, you tasing him in the middle of the fucking highway. You know, it's like he should have did better. But we not gonna even get into all that. I just want to say shout out to my girl Diana for showing up. And yes, Diana, we starting off crazy. Mystery beyond, my friends.
Hey, man. Hey, stay with me.
Oh my God.
The car driver was not able to stop and he fled the scene. Unfortunately, the deputy was sued by the suspect's parents for their son's death for his actions.
He should have been freaking sued, man. Like, that's man, shit. He probably should have been fired. Am I taking it too far by saying that? Like, he caused that man death. Like Diana said, middle of the highway and at night. Bro, like, you being an officer, I know you pumped up and all that, but, and you know, your juice is flowing, your blood pressure high, whatever, you're amped up, but you still got to be able to think, man. You got to be able to think. What you mean, unfortunately, he should be sued? Yes, unfortunately, shit, that's a given. What the hell, man? Yeah, Jule, I know, like, you with me. I'm not tripping on this. Like, come on, bro.
Road rage is common in the city. People often argue with other drivers. Sometimes people will damage other cars. On December 30, 2024, a shocking video from Ontario, Canada appeared online. James Benjamin Turner was driving on the highway to a Tim Hortons. Another car started to follow him closely. The other driver just directly hit his car from front and started pushing his car towards the bridge. Turner was already on the phone with the police. He told the police operator this on the phone, saying he is in danger and a car is following him. The other car continued to push Turner's car toward the bridge, eventually forcing it sideways.
I'm in danger right now. I'm in danger. On the bridge. On the bridge. He's running into
on
me.
the bridge.
Highway 11.
Correct.
Highway 11. I'm in danger.
Are you injured at all?
No, he's looking at me. He's yelling at me. He's looking at me. He ran into me. I'm in danger. I'm headed towards the police station. I'm not running from him, but he ran into me, so I'm headed towards the house.
What color is the route?
White. I need a cop now. He ran into me. I'm headed towards the cow, towards the cop station. Highway 11 taking right towards the Smithsonian Mall. I have my. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
You can hear him say that the other driver was looking at him and yelling. Turner drove off the road and told the operator on the phone that he was going to the police station. But the other driver kept following him and hit his car again.
Damn.
He's chasing me. He's gonna catch me. I'm in front of. Oh!
Okay, this is getting ridiculous now. Like, do this driver, whoever chasing him, like know him personally and mad at him, or this just a crazy case of road rage? Like the fact that you hit him one time, bro, but now you didn't follow him. He done turned around a whole nother direction, going a whole nother direction, way down the road, and you follow him and hit him again. Like you got that much type of road rage in your heart? Damn.
Ow! Ow! He's gonna hit me again. I can't see anything.
Yeah, I understand that. We have help on the way.
He hit me. He's driving away towards Walmart, I think. I'm hit in front of Timmy's.
After hitting him again, the other driver ran away. Turner was still on the phone with the police. The police said they tried to stop the car many times, and eventually the driver was arrested. In an interview, Turner said he thought the driver got angry because he flashed his high beams. This happened after the other driver swerved into the wrong lane. Even if the high beams made the driver angry, the video suggests there might be another reason for the attack. Luckily, Turner was not hurt and the other driver was arrested. This shows that road rage is a serious problem. People should be careful when driving and avoid getting into arguments with other drivers.
Yeah, road rage is a real thing. I'll say that it is a real thing. My girl Julie says I'm so confused. I'll say I'm confused at why, like how or why did it happen? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really know why it freaking happened, man. Lobby, what in the world? I don't know, Lobby. Like, why was the dude so freaking mad? And then another crazy part is he got away with that ish. Like, I don't even think the police really tried to pursue him for real. They gave a weak effort of actually catching him, if any at all. Let's go to the next one.
Bear encounters are a common occurrence in the wild. Some are dangerous and some are not. A YouTuber named Sean was running in the wild with his camera. Things seemed normal at first for a while. The forest was quiet and peaceful, with other people nearby who appeared to be hiking. A few minutes into the video, a bear suddenly emerged from the bushes and confronted Sean.
Holy shit!
Oh, shit.
The video footage is shaky.
Man, that freaking bell came out of nowhere, Bean Team. Like, seriously, run, Forrest, run. Oh, my God. And shout out to my girl, Stephanie, a member of the Bean Team All-Stars, I might add. She says, hi, Stack. What's up, Steph? Happy you have showed up. Man, that is so crazy. Like, the bear just, I don't know, because if you look at it, it looked like a family of 3 or 4 people had just walked by where this guy was running. The bear didn't decide to attack them, but for some reason, I guess because the man was running, the damn bear wanted to run too. That is crazy.
Showing Sean running away from the bear as he tries to escape. In that situation, anyone would panic and run away. However, Sean kept his cool and kept running, managing to escape from the bear by running away. What's scary is that other people in the same forest didn't realize that a grizzly bear was near them. Otherwise, Sean would have been alerted about danger ahead.
At least he got away, man. But it's just crazy how dude just looked over and there's a big ass bear over there. Like it just came out of, like I said, nowhere. Like I said, they are cute, but nope. Hell no, a teddy bear, yeah, that's cool. But a real life freaking grizzly, black, out of brown, white, polar, panda, no, nope. Yeah, they look so fluffy. Yeah, they do. Let's go, y'all, to forest encounter.
Camping alone in the forest is a hobby for many people. Some people like to camp alone because they want solitude, but sometimes they get into trouble. Thomas Locke, a YouTuber, went camping alone in the forest with his dog. They entered the forest, and his dog was pretty excited and ran around.
I'm going to be an absolute feast for the mozzies tonight because I'm covered in sweat from the gym. This isn't the place I wanted to go to today, but sun's setting. The actual place I wanted to go to was about a 40-minute drive. There was just not enough time. Even now, it's going to be getting dark very, very soon. Yeah, that's us over there. This is the happiest dog in the world right now. He's in his element. Just an open field, just hanging out.
Thomas went deep into the forest to camp. It was dark and cold inside. As they went deeper, he looked at his phone for maps while his dog wandered off.
It feels weird and wrong. It feels like I've entered somewhere I shouldn't be, you know. Oh, as long as Archie's alright, I'll be alright. I think there might be another path over there. Okay, too. Yeah, very close to that other trail. It's a small wood, isn't it? Archie. Archie. What's that about?
Oh my god. Oh my god, thank God. The doggy is all right, but maybe the doggy found a dead body or something. Let's find out.
Oh man, I don't know. Tell you what I'll do. I'll get some food going, some smidge spray on, and then I'll see how I feel.
He said he would get some food and sit for a while, but he kept saying something didn't feel right. While he was saying that, his dog started staring in another direction of the forest and stayed silent. The dog kept looking in that direction as if something was there, and its tail was tucked between its legs.
His dog's tail, he keeps looking over there. His tail. It's just completely dropped. He keeps looking in that direction. Just birds, mate, just birds. Yeah, fuck it.
Thomas eventually got scared and started to run away from the forest. He left the dark area, found a normal place, and talked about his experience and his dog's reaction.
But, like I say, as soon as I got in there, it felt like a sort of spiritual trespass. And then everything went quiet. I didn't realize until we were leaving that everything was quiet, that there were birds and crickets, which you can hear now, but there just weren't any in there, despite a large amount of foliage and despite it being fairly loud on the way in. And then Archie sees something, his tail goes basically inwards, and he stops even panting. You know what I said before about, like, I've never seen Archie growl like that? Well, I've never seen Archie react like that to just nothing visible.
Because it wasn't nothing. Archie was reacting to something that Archie knew was over there in that direction. Like if a dog just keep looking in a certain direction and then they got their tail tucked, letting you know that they kind of worried, they growling. Like, and then you got to think about the fact that Archie actually was off in the woods, had ran away from you. So Archie probably came face to face with whatever the freak was over there, man. I'm convinced that Archie seen something. I'm freaking convinced of that. We got Stephanie saying, get the dog home. The dog's like, can we just leave? I know, right? That's how the dog was acting lively with the tail tucking and stuff. Like if a dog could talk to you, that's exactly what the freak he would have said to his owner right then. Diana, the second dog, acts weird in the woods. I'm leaving. I agree. Like that dog ain't freaking tripping. And M Flow with the super chat, with the super sticker for $9.99. Shout out to my girl M Flow, another member of the Bean Team All Stars, always showing up and showing out. Diana said he's not far enough for me. I'm not going to find out what's in the woods. Like, dude, what the hell? I don't. Inflo also said, Stack, I'm having a movie night with my sister. Just wanted to show love. Hey, appreciate you showing some love with the super sticker Inflo. Shout out to you for just showing up, showing love. Have a great movie night with your sister also. Little girl brings up a great point. It might be a ghost, because if you know me, you know that I believe in the paranormal. And he even said it. He said when he stepped into the woods, it felt like some type of spiritual barrier he was breaking. You know what I'm saying? So maybe, love girl, maybe. Let's keep going.
Eventually, he returned to his car to go home, where he heard a strange noise from the forest. He immediately got back into his car and drove away from the forest.
Bad vibes, man. Bad vibes. I don't feel the slightest bit of regret. I feel that I made the right choice. What the fuck was that? You won't have heard that because I've got my mic on me. Can you hear that? Switch my mic off. I'm not messing around. I really hope the mic picked up. All the hairs on my back are up right now. I'm just gonna go.
The dog was on high alert and might have sensed something near the forest. It was unclear what made the sound, or if it was an animal, but Thomas made the right choice to leave the forest and trust his instincts.
I just feel like Thomas should have left a long time ago. And I also feel like Thomas and the dog is lucky to still be a freaking live. And I'm glad they survived.
Taxi robbery is a common crime in the city, where robbers will pretend to be passengers and get into taxis. Then they will threaten the driver and take their money. However, on March 7, 2016, cab driver Ralph Valletta of Reading Metro Taxi in Reading, Pennsylvania, began his shift by being the victim of an attempted robbery. A passenger in the back seat, wearing a white hoodie and a mask, pulled out a gun and demanded all of Valletta's money. The passenger pointed the weapon at Valletta's head and threatened him, saying, "Give me everything you got. I need it all right now if you don't want to die." All this time, Valletta was scared and cooperating with the robber.
I certainly wasn't dressed up, but I wasn't flying at the jump. man. Give me everything you got, man. This is a robbery, man.
All right. Hey.
Give me all your money, man.
Man, I don't.
Give me everything you got. Give me it now.
All right.
I need it now.
All right.
We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man.
Everything I got, man.
Keep your hand where I can see him.
I just started.
What else you got?
Time out, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out, time out. First of all, this man robbing them in broad daylight. That's just first of all. It's bright as hell out there. That's first of all. But second of all, am I tripping, Bean Team, or is this a cop car in the back? Am I tripping, or y'all seeing that too? Because it look like I see sirens up on top. It look like I see the cop in the freaking car. What the hell is going on? This is very bizarre.
Let me see your wallet. Let me see your.
I don't have anything in my
wallet. We
wallet.
can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man. Let me see your wallet and let me see your phone. I need it all right now. If you don't want to die, man.
Okay. Okay.
Give it all to me now.
Okay. Okay. I don't have anything in my wallet.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Just give me everything you got.
Sorry, I don't have anything in my wallet. I don't
Give me
carry
your
it.
wallet and your phone. I need your wallet.
No, please don't give me my phone. I need that for.
Fortunately, Deputy Terry Ely from the Sheriff's Department was parked right behind Valletta's cab. When the taxi failed to move through the green light, he knew something was wrong. Deputy Ely approached the vehicle to check if everything was all right. Upon seeing the gun, Deputy Ely drew his gun and ordered the passenger to put the weapon down and called for backup.
There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us.
Get out. Get out.
Oh my God. Lifesaver. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe it. You have a gun? He has a gun. He had it in my head. He had a gun in my head. He had a gun in my head. Oh my God. I'm have a heart attack.
The weapon in the suspect's hand
Man, this got to be the luckiest man ever. Like, dude, he was so lucky that the police was right there.
was a fake, turned out to be a pellet gun, and Valletta was not injured in the incident. The suspect was arrested and charged with robbery and other related offenses. Valletta was shaken up by the incident, but he was grateful that he was not hurt and that a cop was nearby.
Yeah, he got lucky as hell with that one, man. And like Lively said, stupid robber. I feel like he was a fake robber. He didn't even have a real gun. He using a freaking pellet gun, robbing somebody out in the open sun. That is freaking crazy. But shout out to D-Mike. D-Mike is here. D-Mike he said, all you got. So he gave him $3. Hey, it didn't look like a lot of freaking money that he gave him. Like, that was just a terrible rob attempt all the way around. You shouldn't be out here trying to rob anybody. But if you're going to try to rob somebody, you can do a little better than that freaking robber. He was a fake robber. He was a jobber. If you know, you know. That's a wrestling term. And Julie also says, what's up to D-Mike, man. Let's keep going, y'all. I think we got one more story to go. Let's get into it.
Real videos or lost tapes online can be frightening, considering the internet is full of fake news and lies. On August 15, 1989, a family driving in Stockton, California, stopped their overheating car. The father and son went to find a phone. By the roadside, the son noticed an old army jacket. He kicked it and found a VHS tape underneath. They took the tape home and watched it. Here's what they saw.
Look at the fire. This is my domain. My hell. I call it home. My hell. The whole sky is black with smoke. A fire that I will destroy and burn your soul up. Ancient spirit of evil. Look at it, Omar. This is what I've been doing on your week's vacation. I said I'll do it. I said I'll do it.
Now, this is my second time listening and watching this audio, and it's still just freaking crazy to me because I think it was from Chillin' Scares Well, we have seen this video, Bean Team. If you watch that one, Chilling Scares covered this. But it's just, some people just, Julie says it personally. Okay, weirdo. Some people just, I don't know what the freak be going on with them.
I told y'all, God. Take a good look at that. And you tell me that on. Look at the fire. It's beautiful. Look at that. You see what I could do, ladies and gentlemen? You see what I can do? This is the game, as you all know. Simply lovely. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. This is hell. Look at the flames. Listen to the coyotes yell. Listen to them. The fire department's trying to put it out. I gotta go now. But remember me tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And also a crazy thing about him recording this, you can hear in the background the police and ambulance and fire sirens going off. Like they literally pulling up at the spot and he off in the distance freaking recording this ish. And he the one who did it.
Just next.
A house was burning, and a creepy voice was narrating, sounding like he enjoyed it. In the video, he says, "Look at it, Omar," and mentions it was his activity during a week's vacation, hinting he might have started the fire. You can hear him laughing crazily and saying things like, "Look at the fire, this is beautiful, look at it, you see what I can do, and this is my domain, my hell." After giving the tape to the police, an investigator took the son back to where they found the tape. The jacket was still there. Nearby, there was a wooden pestle, a glove, a cassette of strange music, and a ceramic skull. Back in 1989, people thought this was related to satanic rituals. The California fire captain said he had never seen anything like it before.
I've never run across anything as eerie as this tape. Frightened me, as a matter of fact. I thought about it that night when I went to bed.
The homeowner, Bill Otherly, recognized it and said it was his house in the video.
And it turned up it's my house that's on the videotape. And then you heard the voice of this individual. And you go, this guy ain't playing with a full deck.
Coincidentally, the local fire department had recorded the same fire for training. The area had many arsons that year, which some linked to anger over Silicon Valley development.
I post directing companies in to extinguish the fire. I had set up my video camera to film the fire for training and investigation purposes.
By comparing Captain Dullinger's tape with the video shot by the arsonist, investigators were able to confirm that this was definitely the fire's location.
They compared the videos and confirmed they matched. By comparing landmarks, they realized they were only about 50 feet from the arsonist at the time. This became so famous it featured on the TV show Unsolved Mysteries. A viewer, Doris Lance, recognized the fire as one she saw a year earlier. She also thought her 17-year-old neighbor, Omar, was mentioned in the video. After police questioned Omar, he admitted to the arson and said he was there but stayed quiet during the recording. He also named his friend John Hammond, a 19-year-old, as the one who set the fire. While police watched him, his garage caught fire. Inside, police found mutilated animal parts, bloody knives, a cutting blade, and a Freddy Krueger mask with finger blades. When questioned, the friend admitted to the arson and said he started the fire. They also linked him to 11 other arsons and 15 grass fires in San Mateo County. Investigators found more home videos made by John Hammond and Omar, showing graffiti saying, "Please, no more houses." In the footage, they found the suspect dressed as a satanic vampire. One video showed him stabbing and beheading a mustachio dummy he called his father.
How you doing, Father? I hope you're doing real good.
Their last tape showed them doing
It's like the more evidence you get just watching all these tapes and stuff with him, the more you just realize these was just some mentally ill people. And it's sad because they was teenagers. You know what I'm saying? Freaking teens out here just wilding. They freaking wilding.
some role playing in a local park. This footage showed their motive for the arson. They were upset about development in the park, hence the suspect saying, "This is my domain."
And now, to finish the job.
This final tape provides police with what they believe to be a motive for the fires. A home video of two of the boys questioned in the case, playing Army in Edgewood Park near the scene of the fires.
Both suspects were underage when they set the fire and were tried as minors. One went to juvenile hall. The other was sent to a state mental hospital, and later it was confirmed that John Hammond died in a car accident. This whole incident seems like a movie, but remember it happened in the 1980s when the internet was not like it is today.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing too. This happened way, way, way back in the 1980s, being team. Freaking 1980s. But that was a great video from Mystery Beyond, man. I really enjoyed that one thoroughly. I enjoyed that one thoroughly. A lot of cases. I just feel like the first one threw me off the most. The fact that this man was running from the police, he jumped into the highway, and the police tased him in the middle of the freaking highway. It's cars coming. That was wild, but all of it was wild, being team. All of it was wild. Give me 1 second, and then we're going to go to our next video. I will be right back. All right, Bean Team, it is time to check out the latest video. Well, not the latest video. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about EWU Bodycam, but one of the most popular videos from
This officer was by himself.
From Midwest Safety, Bean Team. As you can see, it got 7.7 million freaking views, and the title is very, very interesting. The title of it is "Officer Caught in Real Life Horror Movie." Now let's see what type of horror movie this officer got caught into. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's go.
This officer was by himself on a routine welfare check. What he didn't know is that he might be talking to a killer. Just past midnight on November 14th, 2022, a Milwaukee police officer responded to a welfare check in a residential neighborhood. The caller was concerned for their 75-year-old neighbor, who lived with 31-year-old Israel Webb II, a man who shared no familial ties. Officers were likely unaware of Israel's criminal history, which included armed robbery, carrying a concealed weapon, theft, and multiple disorderly conduct charges. According to a community briefing, upon arrival, Israel spoke through a window and agreed to let an officer inside.
No, man, just from that little information we got right there, we can already just conclude that this man that killed this lady. Just long story short, short story long.
I see you. You said you gotta make sure you got an animal or something? Yeah. Go ahead.
Here, Israel picks up a steel brake rotor on his way into the residence.
What, this one? Yeah. Okay. What's that for? Oh, no, just block the door and swings open. Ah, gotcha.
According to the community briefing, this is the only entrance and exit in the home. The rotor likely weighs around 20 pounds, more than enough to prevent anybody from quickly leaving or entering the room.
You want to just back on the door for me? Ready? She's laying on bed. Hey, Dorothy. Where's your bed at?
Yeah.
Up here. You got any lights here?
Yeah.
You got the lights on?
I guess you can pay a bill.
Oh. Hey, you just go in there for me?
Yeah, come on.
What do you mean?
She's right here.
Oh.
Huh?
She's right here?
What the freak? You sitting up there pointing to the bedroom. You talking about that's her bedroom. You basically telling us, and we're really the officer at this moment. I don't like, bro, you acting like she in the freaking bedroom. Then all of a sudden you gonna say, no, she right here. Standing, well, not standing, but laying right by where the officer's standing. This is crazy already. This lady is dead. I'm just gonna go and say it, being team. This man acting strange as hell.
Really? Is she sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. How long has she been sleeping for?
Like since 6.
What's the bag for?
She wets the bed.
She wets the bed? You gotta cover it like that.
Because of your rain, well, I open the window and stuff.
Okay, you pull the cover back for me?
Dorothy?
Why is she covered up like that? Her face.
She's sleeping.
Alright, just step back for me. Is it Dorothy? Miss Dorothy?
Oh my God. Hey, why the freak he stood? Why his hands like this? Why he all froze up and ish? Boy, this man here is crazy as hell. Like I said, boy, like look at him. Look how he got his hands out. Like you need to be putting your damn hands behind your back. That's where your hands need to be.
Dorothy, why don't you got flowers and stuff around her like that? Okay, step back. Step back.
She's dead, sir.
What do you mean she's dead?
She's dead. I was going to call her relatives in the morning.
Okay. Put your hands up.
The phone's in the room.
Put your hands up.
All right.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. 5446. Y'all get another squad to my location. Supervisor. Put your hands behind your back. You don't got any weapons or anything like that. Turn around. Don't even look at me. Hands behind your back. You're looking at me. Don't do that. Why are you looking? No, you're not going to get shot, but you looking at me like that is kind of making me nervous. Stop looking at me. Don't do that. I'm telling you. Stop looking at me. You're going to get tased. You hear me? Just letting you know. Don't do that. All right? I got a taser right now. Okay. Just letting you know. Okay. All right?
Please.
All right?
In the face.
No.
Please in the face.
No.
Her relatives. Call her relatives.
No.
Call her relatives, please. Tap you.
Don't.
Please.
Make that little squad 1017, please.
Please. Thanks.
12-5-7, Super Show also responded. 1017, 5-7-2.
No.
Come work.
Don't move. Just don't move. Put your hands up.
60.
Because you're doing too much moving and you're making me nervous.
I'm for 60. Seagull for that.
No. Just don't move.
Seagull. Temple. Report, show stone. 3-4, take off the last.
And I just gotta point this out real quick, Bean Team. This whole just him telling the officer, just shoot me in the face, just shoot me in the face. No, I don't want to hear that ish, dude. Because if you wanted to kill yourself because of what you did to this lady, rest in peace to her, you could have been and did it a long time ago before the officer got there. You know what I'm saying, man? You fake want to die. You don't want to die for real. You fake want to die. You just done got caught now. And boy, I hope you get life in prison. I'm kind of getting upset if y'all can't see it, man. Team, I'm kind of getting upset.
On the ground. On the ground, on your stomach. No, on your stomach. Please, sir, on your stomach. Okay, you're doing too much. Okay. No, you're gonna get to it. Okay, I'm down. Put your hands behind your back now. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back. Your other hand behind your back. Stop resisting. I'm not resisting. Put your hand behind your back. Your other hand. Yep, put it behind your back. Don't move. What you gonna do? Stop resisting. Stop.
According to a community briefing, the officer attempted to handcuff Israel but secured only one wrist before a struggle began. At this time, the officer pressed the emergency button on his radio, signaling for immediate backup. During the altercation, Israel allegedly used this 2.5-foot metal pole and attempted to grab the officer's firearm.
Stop! Give me another squad here now! Sir!
Right in the face.
Stop!
Right in the face.
You will be shot! Stop!
Right in the face. Please, right in the face.
Stop!
Okay.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Please, right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face. Come on. Right in the face.
Drop the pole!
Right in the face.
Drop!
Do it in the face. Come on, right
Sir!
in the face. Please, right in the face. Right
Drop
in the
the pole!
Right in the face. Right in the face. Come on.
I want to have to shoot
right
you.
in the face. Come on.
Boy, we can't see the freaking video, but just from the audio, I gotta say that this police officer is showing a lot of patience right now, Bean Team. I'm sorry, man. Like Diana said, too much patience for me. Hey, he keeps saying right in the face, I might give him what the freak he wants so badly. And shout out to Zasher. Zasher is in the building. Zasher says, I kind of made it this time. How's it going, everyone? Hey, Zasher, we just getting started for real, man. We watching 5 different channels tonight, and we just on channel number 2. We're going back to Midwest Safety with this crazy ass video. Lively says, he is lucky this isn't a trigger happy officer. Great point, Lively. Lively with a great point. Because there's a lot of officers out there ready and willing and waiting for the opportunity to shoot a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, man? You lucky this officer got this much patience with you, dude. You lucky. Let's go.
Do it, please. Come on, you don't know what I see. Do it. Sir. Do it. Drop the pole. Do it. You don't know what I see. Do it. Sir. Right in the fucking face, man. Right in the face. Come on. Come on. Drop the pole. Come on. Right in the face, man. Please. Drop right in the face. On the ground now. Right in the face. Come on. On the ground. Make it quick. On the ground. Please make it quick. Okay. Don't tase me. Drop it. Drop it. Now. Right in the face. Drop it. Right in the face. Drop it. Right in the face. Drop it. Right in the face. Come on. Drop it. You gotta do it, man. Right. Drop. Right in the face. The weight now. Right in the face. Drop the weight. Right in the face. Drop the weight. Right in the face. Drop the weight.
Responding officers attempted a rear entry to the building, but ultimately had to kick down the door to assist.
Subject is at gunpoint. I'm in a squad. Right in the face. Come on. Don't take me, man. Don't take me, man. What? Drop the weight. He said, do it.
Oh.
Get me. Get me. Give me your hand. I got it. Someone get medical now. Call for medical.
According to a community briefing, despite being tased, Israel threw the brake rotor at the officer, prompting the officer to fire his handgun. This photo shows the damage caused by the rotor, which was allegedly just inches from hitting the officer. Israel allegedly continued to resist other officers, but was eventually taken into custody. Emergency medical services were immediately sent for Israel, and he survived the injuries. The 24-year-old officer was treated and released after minor injuries. The officer had 4 years of service at the time. A medical examiner was called to assess the 75-year-old woman, who had no signs of trauma. It was later determined she died from lung cancer, though the exact time of death remains unclear. An investigation was opened to determine if the use of force was justified after the officer-involved shooting incident took place. During this investigation, the officer was placed on administrative leave. On December 5, 2022, roughly 3 weeks after the shooting, the Milwaukee County District Attorney found the use of force was justified. The officer will face no charges regarding this incident. For this incident, Israel was charged with 1 count of battery of a law enforcement officer, 1 count of resisting an officer, and 2 counts of bail jumping, which was linked to a $2,500 signature bond for prior disorderly conduct charges, according to news sources. In February 2023, the court determined he was incompetent to make decisions related to his case and assist with his defense. However, the court deemed he was a likely candidate to regain competency in his case. He was forced to participate in 62 days of competency restoration treatment, credited as jail time if sentenced. In May 2023, he remained incompetent, leading to extended treatment. By late July 2023, the court declared him competent and set a $5,000 cash bond. In August 2023, he pled not guilty and posted the $5,000 cash bond in September after 10 months in custody. Though the case was prepared for trial, in February 2024, 15 months after the incident, the state dismissed all charges and refunded his bail. However, in March 2024, he was recharged for the same incident with 1 count of attempting to disarm a peace officer, 1 count of resisting or obstructing an officer, and 1 count of bail jumping. A $5,000 signature bond was set in April 2024, and in June, he pled not guilty once again. At the time of posting this video, the case remains pending. Additionally, Israel currently faces separate, unrelated charges for stalking and violating a restraining order in relation to domestic abuse, along with felony bail jumping.
Now, when police receive calls for a check on the well-being, is often a very delicate.
This man got a lot of ish going on his plate. Like he dealing with a lot of charges, and this is just confusing one for me. Like he dealing with a lot of charges. He got charged for the ish initially, then they took it away, then they brought it back. Now it's pending charges. Like he just got a lot of ish going on. He got a lot of ish going on. But the one thing that Livy said, she said this right here. Why was he being so sus then? Yes, let's just talk about that point. The lady didn't even die from him. I was wrong. I said he killed the lady. Come to find out she died from lung cancer. So she just died. Why, like, bro, why when you, as soon as, before she even died, when she's showing signs that her health is getting bad, it's deteriorating, why didn't he been called 911 and took her to the hospital? Especially after you know she died. Why you ain't telling nobody? You making it seem like you killed the lady. I don't know. That is crazy, man. It's a lot of crazy ish with this one. Our girl Julie with a 45 DKK super chat. Thank you, Julie. Julie says a little love from me to you guys. Appreciate the love. And this same thing I'm saying too, man. Diana says it. All he did is add to the charges by being freaking stupid. Like, bro, all you had to do is pick up the phone and call 911. He probably wanted to keep living at her place and not report it. I mean, he probably could have got the place to himself down after, and then another thing he kept saying was call her relatives. Why the freak you ain't been called her relatives? Like, her relatives not going to be mad at you. They know, they pretty much already knew that she had lung cancer and one day it may go wrong. Like, I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of thinking about it, man. Why wait till tomorrow to tell the family too? Like, I don't know. I do not freaking know. But let's finish this one up, y'all. Let's finish it up.
situation. And though we do use compassion, we also have to respond with caution, because as usual, police enter these situations knowing very little. And I've responded to many welfare check calls, and most times the person was either asleep or not home. But on that rare occasion, unfortunately, the end result wasn't always a happy ending. So today we're in Milwaukee and we have a concerned neighbor calling 911 so police can do a welfare check to check on a 75-year-old woman who lives with a 31-year-old man who isn't a family member. Now, this is an immediate cause for concern for me, because when you have a random person living with someone who isn't related to them, it could be just me, but this is extremely suspect because many people like to take advantage of the elderly. We do see it a lot. And then we learned that the male living with this woman has an extensive criminal history, which is never good. So my question is, how did this male even end up living here? But the male actually opened the door for the officer and everything appeared okay for the moment, until the male picked up the 20-pound brake rotor and then placed it in front of the door, blocking the exit of the apartment. And his explanation was because the door swings open. And just as a side note, in the academy, officers are usually trained to never allow your exit to be obstructed, because you may have to make a quick exit. But at this point, as I'm watching this, the hairs on the back of my neck started to stand up, because the male first states that Dorothy is on the bed. But once the light came on, the male states that Dorothy was right next to the officer the entire time. But here's the thing, Dorothy isn't alive anymore. And the male apparently knew that during this entire interaction, because that's exactly what he whispered to this officer. Now, if you guys are paying attention, this guy gives away multiple signs that he wasn't going to go quiet. Now, the first one is he didn't turn all the way around when the officer gave him an order. And the second, he keeps watching the officer. And the last, he actually pulls away when the officer initially tries to cuff him. And these are all warning signs, and I cannot stress how dangerous this is, because the officer is in this apartment with the door closed with a mentally unstable male. And that quick, as the officer tries to cuff him, the officer's in a fight, because all we hear is the officer yelling to stop resisting, because the body cam is falling off, and this interaction just got more disturbing as it progressed. Now, this officer had to yell to stop to this male over 11 times and drop the weight numerous times, and then still had to fire his weapon. But thankfully, this officer was not hurt, and his backup showed up right on time. However, this male is extremely dangerous, and although the deceased had no trauma, in my opinion, he should not have been living there. But lastly, this is just another example of how a simple check on a well-being call can turn into a fight for survival. But this officer did great, and he didn't receive any charges for his actions. So it's definitely a win in my book. So I have, guys. Remember to be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, so many things wrong in that case, being seen, and make sure I hit that like button. Oh my God, I'm not subscribed to Midwest Safety. Hey, if y'all ain't subscribed either, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I thought I've been subscribed because their videos always show up in my freaking recommendation. But as far as this one, man, like, dude, like, it's just so many problems with this. Like, why in the hell is this man? He's not even a relative of this lady. This lady's 70-something years old, and he living with her. I think he was in his 30s, 40s, maybe. He's not even a relative. He living with her, but not only is he living with her, he got all these different his criminal background is just horrible. He got all these criminal charges on his record, man. And that's crazy. And it led me to believe that he had killed her, but come to find out he didn't even kill her. But for some reason, he still decided not to call 911. Like, I don't know, man. That was a weird one, but great video. And I see why it got 7.7 million views. And at the end of the day, I will say that I'm happy both him and the officer survived. Both of them actually survived it. My boy LSB not Ice, another member of the Bean Team All-Stars. Shout out to my nephew. He says, "Sup, Unc, and the rest of the Bean Team family just got home. Anything wild happened that I missed?" There's been a lot of wild things going on so far. We just watched what's it called, y'all? Mystery Beyond. Mystery Beyond is also a great channel. We just watched that, LSB, man. But dude, that one right there was so weird. Wampo for the first time leaving a comment says, "You're cool as fuck, your bitch. Cheer me up." Hey, I'm glad they cheer you up, man. Hey, y'all cheer me up. You know what I'm saying? Doing these live streams, doing these videos, y'all cheer me up. So it goes hand in hand. It actually goes hand in hand. But I digress, Bean Team. We have to keep moving this thing along, y'all, because we still got 3 more channels to go to. And the channel that we going to now is called Fright Factory. Fright Factory, y'all. I watched the video from them earlier. I was like, this is a pretty cool channel also. So we're going to check out one of their videos. But before we check out that video, Bean Team, make sure y'all hit that like button if you ain't did that yet. I ain't said that yet. So make sure you hit the freaking like button, man. We got 16 people in here right now. So we should at least have 16 likes, my friend. 16 likes. But I digress. I'm ready to get into it. So let's do it.
The man you're looking at is about to experience one of the most brutally painful things the human body can ever go through. Not only that, just prior to this moment, he was given a poisonous agent that prevents him from being able to properly breathe or move his muscles. In other words, he was paralyzed. This gets a whole lot worse, but before we continue, I'm just going to explain who this man is and what led up to this moment. Rodolfo Soleil Hernandez was a 28-year-old man who lived in the Mexican municipality of Playa Vicente during the early to mid-1990s. Details of this man are incredibly scarce, but even if there were many details, I wouldn't give him the benefit of describing his life story because this man right here was both a depraved human being and a dangerous member of his community. On August 31st, 1996, a 46-year-old woman named Ana Borromeo did what she would do many other days and walked to a nearby river to wash some of her clothing. The trip was by all means standard. She would pass by a person or two that she knew, drop some garments and have to pick them up, but she eventually made it there without a hitch. What she didn't know, however, is that she was actually being stalked on her way over by a man who had been regularly watching her from afar. That man being Rodolfo Soleil Hernandez. As Ana arrived at the river with her clothing, Rodolfo saw his opportunity and jumped on her before violating her and committing unspeakable acts. Once he was done, he would take her life in cold blood by drowning her in the very river she was there just to wash her clothing in. The area in Mexico where this crime took place has a deep-rooted internal law where they chase criminals out or publicly execute them depending on the severity of their crimes. Vigilante justice became a popular concept there because the townspeople were not pleased with the performance of law enforcement. They were either slow or just negligent of their responsibilities altogether. Of course, there's major legal and ethical implications here, as everyone has the right to a fair trial, and they are, after all, murdering someone. However, in a case like this, there's obviously many layers to it. And that brings us back to where we started. Following the murder and discovery of Rodolfo's alleged guilt, the entire town got together and went to capture him. They took turns mercilessly beating him before stripping him down to his boxers and covering him head to toe in a flammable liquid. They also gave him a poisonous agent that causes paralysis, known as curare, to make sure he would not be able to escape. And you probably...
Boy, these people taking vigilante to a whole nother level. And can you blame them, Bean Team? I don't know if I can freaking blame them, man, because this dude that they done captured, because the police weren't doing their fucking job. I'm just keeping it 100, man. Because the police weren't doing their job. They done captured this man and now they torturing the F out of him. But the reason that they doing this, in a way, I can say it's justified. He freaking, not only did he sexually assault a woman, kidnap and sexually assault a woman, he murdered her, drowned her in the river, or threw her body in the river or something. So it's like he is evil than a mother. You know what? Now, do two evils make a good, or two rights make a wrong, or two wrongs make a right? However I supposed to be saying it, two lefts make a right, whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying, I understand why they doing it.
We know what comes next. Rodolfo was tied to a tree and subsequently set on fire, where he would burn alive in agonizing pain in front of the entire group, only being able to move his neck because of the poison and how tightly he was bound to the tree. This entire event was captured on video because people would often record these events and trade copies around town. It ended up spreading even further, though, because news stations got a hold of it, and it created a huge nationwide frenzy. The scene in the video is very grim, to say the least. There's a strange silence the entire time. There's kids in the background watching while smiling and laughing. It's more than clear that for many of them, it was not their first time seeing something like this. And the craziest part to me is that this is all available to watch on YouTube. Of course, now that there is media attention.
Oh, time out. The one thing I gotta say is that Fright Factory just said the little kids is seen on the video watching the shit, watching him burn to death on the tree. Now y'all now that's taking it too far. Now we don't supposed to be doing all that. We don't supposed to be letting the kids watch it. Nah, I don't agree with that.
Law enforcement would swoop in. 30 people, including the cameraman, ended up being charged with crimes of homicide and violation of burial laws. In the end, only 3 people would end up being sentenced to 19 years in prison, and those 3 people were the stepson, brother, and nephew of Ana Borromeo. So yeah, no one won in the end.
Yeah, no one won in the end, and I just want to make it clear that I'm not saying that it was okay what they did. All I'm saying is I understand why they did it, and I'm most definitely saying that they shouldn't have had the kids out there watching this shit. Now they completely wrong with that. I digress, Bean Team. We are starting off good with this one. Let's keep going.
Developing news out of Tunica County. A 19-year-old is dead after drowning in a lake. Mother of a man who drowned in Tunica County Saturday says she wants to mourn in peace.
May 23rd, 2020 was like many other days for 19-year-old football player JW Ransom. He would go about his normal routine, and then at some point in the day when he was all finished up, he'd meet outside his apartment complex to hang around with his brothers and a couple of their other friends. As they hung out, the group would get a little more rowdy and start to screw around with each other a bit more, which is obviously completely normal for guys their age. However, at some point, JW's friends would make a bet with him, daring him to do something that would ultimately result in a heartbreaking, completely unavoidable tragedy. While hanging out, one of JW's friends would bet him to swim across the pond in front of their apartment complex, claiming that if he did it, they would make 2 free payments on a car for him, totaling around $1,500. It's unclear as to whether or not they would actually honor that deal, but as you'll soon see, that would be the least of their concerns. JW seemingly started to consider the offer, and just before this, some of the people in the group would start filming and further encouraging him to do it. Another friend, rather than just filming, actually started live streaming on Facebook, and at some point afterwards, the full recap would eventually be uploaded to YouTube. From the beginning of the live stream, you could immediately tell he was very reluctant, even dipping his toes in the water, prompting him to realize how cold it was. While this happened, the cameraman would continually pressure him, calling him soft and doubting him. This same friend was also consistently encouraging the viewers to share the stream, indicating that internet clout and virality took precedence over Ransom's safety in that moment. And while you could just chalk it up to friends messing around, they really seemed to just be pushing JW into doing something that he didn't even want to do in the first place, calling him fat a series of times, demeaning him, and so on.
Boy, it's just another example of terrible peer pressure. Another example of terrible peer pressure.
The longer this went on, the more set JW was in the idea that he actually had to do it. He even asked, if I die, who's going to come get me? To where a friend responded, I'll come get you, bro. I can swim.
I'll come and get you. Bro, I can swim, bro. I can swim, bro. If you drown, I'm gonna come and get you. Hey, on the D, if you drown, I'm gonna come and get you.
The pressure.
This is so crazy, man. Like, they talking like it's a joke. You know what I'm saying? And then the dude who got the camera talking about, I know how to swim, bruh. I'm gonna come get you, bruh. Man, I wouldn't listen to your ass at all, bruh. I don't even hear anything you saying, bruh. Everything that comes in my ear that you are saying to me right now, bruh, is going out the other ear, bruh. Like, no, hell no.
Grew to a crazy point, and although it's easy to say it was completely his choice, it's a totally different situation when you're actually in his shoes. Throughout the video, you could see him approach the water and bail on it 3 to 4 different times. It's like he knew something bad was going to happen. But with enough insults and enough money offered, he would eventually just go for it.
Oh, yeah, hit back on. Swim. You walking. You walking. Jay.
Shortly after he jumps in, he started swimming quickly and things seemed to be going okay. The first stretch was shallow water, and so even if he hadn't been swimming, his feet would touch the bottom of the pond. The cameraman then warns him that there's a drop-off coming up, sadly indicating that he knew this beforehand. And even worse, it turns out the drop-off was around 30 feet deep. So as JW steps into this deeper section, he would unfortunately struggle to swim and start screaming in complete agony and terror, emitting some of the most sickening cries for help that I've ever heard. All while his friends didn't believe him, insisting that he was just playing around.
Oh my God, man. The whole 30-foot drop-off is crazy that they knew that before they actually started doing it. And you want to know something that's even more crazy? You want to know something that we just keeping it real in the field being team? I bet you, because they made a bet, but I bet you that bet that they made with him, talking about they'll pay 2 months of his car note or rent or something, whatever the bet was, they was freaking lying. Even if that man would have swam all the way across there and won the bet, I guarantee you them Negroes wouldn't have paid him. I'm just keeping it 100, being team. People be lying, man, making bets, and then when you freaking win the bet, they don't even pay you for it. And he was gambling his life on this bet. I digress. Let's go.
Let go. Let go. Hey, go up.
Soon after this, it was clear that one of his siblings realized something was terribly wrong. He started running to the other side of the pond, screaming at JW to kick his feet. This is the point in the live stream where everyone would finally realize it was an emergency situation, and things only got darker from there. Multiple people, namely both his brother and first responders, would try to save JW, but sadly their efforts would be futile. He would drown and pass away amidst the chaos, succumbing to the waters of the very pond he never even wanted to enter to begin with. According to many witnesses, once the live stream had ended, Jay's very own father, who's a firefighter himself, passed out in shock while his brother grabbed him. They would eventually be assisted by the DeSoto County Search and Rescue Team, where they would retrieve JW's lifeless body. The aftermath just makes his story that much more sad. His entire family, specifically his mother, were absolutely devastated. And just to make things that much worse, JW left behind a beautiful 7-month-old daughter who he absolutely adored. He was constantly working on getting himself into a better position from her, and from everything I heard, nobody had a single bad thing to say about him. He was known for being a very easygoing guy. Like any mother would be, Jay's mom was absolutely shattered. In her own words, she planned on burying him in her backyard just so she could visit him every single night. In a later interview, she would state, "I just want to hear his voice one more time." In the end,
man, that shit so unfortunate.
There's an incredible outpouring of love from the community, and they managed to raise nearly $16,000 for his family. And although this would never bring him back, it's reassuring to know so many people were willing to help.
Rest in peace to JW. And my nephew LS Ice. Not lying, folks just be capping. Bro was never going to get paid what he was owed after the bet. That's what I'm saying, man. There's so many times where people be coming up with these bets and they be saying that, hey, I'll do this and do that if you do this and do that. And then when you do this and do that, where the money at? They ain't even got the damn money, man. Like, come on, man. Wow, rest in peace to him. Whack friends can't even call them friends. True friends will never put you in that type of danger. He talking about the dude talking about, I'm gonna come get you, bro. I'm gonna come get you, bro. You ain't coming to get shit, man. That's freaking crazy. That is freaking crazy. Wampo said 100. My girl Julie, I'm going to bed, guys. Good night, Julie. Shout out to Julie, y'all. If y'all don't know, Julie is way overseas and is way past her bedtime. She stayed here long enough with the Bean Team. Glad that you came through, Julie. Diana says, if they are okay with retrieving your body, they do not care about you. They don't freaking care, man. They don't freaking care. Let's keep going.
This next one is a relatively obscure Reddit post by a user named Culture Creature who finds out she has some rather insane neighbors. It was posted to r/AskReddit over 12 years ago and is titled, Reddit, I just found out one of my neighbor's adopted kids stabbed another kid to death and another attempted to murder her ex-husband. What are some precautions I can take for home security? I'll read this through first and then we'll discuss it after. Hello, Reddit. Me and my boyfriend just had a new neighbor move into a rural community. She's a woman who just left her husband and she has 2 adopted daughters and a son. About a week ago, our neighbor was served papers. Her husband is seeking full custody of the children. She briefly explained the situation when she came over to borrow a pair of scissors, and she is terrified that he's not going to be able to handle the children, and that her biggest concern was that someone was going to get hurt. I thought that the handle the children comment was really odd until today. I thought she meant in a single father way. I figured the ex would do just fine as a father alone if it came to that. However, I found out some details, and now I don't think he can handle the situation, and I'm freaked out as hell. We were taking out the trash at the same time and got to talking. After sitting and talking over coffee at her place for a while, she warned that if I ever saw her hugging her children in a bear hug and that they were screaming, not to be alarmed. They're really troubled former foster kids and they act out by punching, biting, kicking, and going for eyes. She explained that she's trained in therapeutic holds like restraints and that it looks really scary if you don't know what's going on. At this point, okay, whatever. I grew up with some incredibly violent children at my school and it doesn't faze me. She goes on to explain that the reason she thinks her husband can't handle the kids is because he has a nerve disorder. He can't grapple, he can't grab, and he can't push them off. This is a problem because the oldest daughter has attempted to murder him twice. Once by strangling him while he was napping and once with a garrote. She keeps talking and doesn't notice that I haven't swallowed my last sip of coffee because I've set my face like a steel mask so my eyes don't get as big as saucers. She warns not to let the middle daughter get under my skin. She doesn't get human emotions and creates lies and scenarios to manipulate adults. At the last normal school she went to, this is why she got expelled. She created a rift between teachers, spread lies about abuse, and basically wove a scenario that had two teachers believing the other was misconducting themselves with children. This isn't verbatim, but the gist of the segue that occurred next was, I'm so surprised she got expelled for lying after she killed another kid. I would have thought she would have gotten kicked out for violence. Apparently, the middle girl stabbed a kid to death in their sleep when she was first put into foster care at a group home. I don't know why she's not in juvie. I assume it's because she stabbed a kid to death when she was only like 8. But the husband wants the kids to feel normal, while my neighbor wants the daughters to be in special programs. The son, to the best of my knowledge, isn't violent, but is mildly and understandably emotionally disturbed. She continued on with tales.
Like this, the way the lady's saying this is so like they saying it so casually, like this is regular, like this, like they have no emotion. Like what the stuff that we are hearing is crazy as elf. Like Wampo says, she doesn't get human emotions is crazy, and we talking about a little child, dude. We talking about a little freaking child. And also, Callie Nelson, 1993, a member of the Bean Team All-Stars, has entered the building. Callie says, hey, Bean Team, sorry I'm late. What we watching tonight? First of all, shout out to you, Callie. Second of all, we are watching Midwest Safety and EWU, of course. But we also are going to 3 channels that I have never reacted to before. We have watched so far Mystery Beyond, and now we are on Fright Factory. And this video has been crazy. Even this whole ending right here is just like something. Like Lively said, yeah, nonchalantly saying this ish. Like this is not regular. This is crazy.
Of beatings and threats. Stuff like, I'm gonna cut your head off, mama, and watch the blood run out of your throat. And how hard it is to have troubled kids. She explained that she doesn't want to lose weight because she needs it to be bigger than the kids, and it's getting harder to keep them from hurting each other as they get older. She explained that they are good kids when they aren't mad. After we said our goodbyes, I immediately went home and called my boyfriend. My boyfriend and I didn't lock our doors, close our windows, or shut our downstairs blind, but I've decided it's time to start. My neighbor stunned me with how collected she seemed. She's pursuing a PhD in childhood education and adoption sociology. She loves these kids and does seem to know how to handle them. I, however, am freaked out. There's something about a pair of sociopathic and violent children living next door that is really just not sitting well with me. I'm not sure what to do here. They're kids and I shouldn't be scared of them.
Nah, shit, I'll be scared of them kids. They remind me of the kids from the Children of the Corn. If you're old enough to know what the Children of the Corn is, then you freaking know. Oh, hell no. Hey, Lively said, are they demons? Damn near, close enough. Diana, her kids are more than troubled. I'm talking about way more than troubled, man. Yeah, like what the hell do you do? Like, can you imagine living next door to that type of ish going on? Then we got to think about it. They just kids, and every year they getting older and older and older. Imagine how they gonna be when they are freaking adults. Like, I feel like kids like that shouldn't be up for adoption. This is one of the rare times where I should say that kids shouldn't be up for adoption. These type of kids need to be in some type of mental home, foster care type of ish like that. Like, regular parents shouldn't just be able to get kids like this. Like, it should be some type of protection from just the whole world and protection for them. I don't know. Let's go. We almost at the end. Yeah, Wampo, a facility for these type of children.
Now, there's quite a bit going on here. This is 12 years ago now, meaning these children are currently adults, and OP is likely long gone. But for the sake of their childhood trauma, I seriously hope they manage to achieve some real psychological help. Unfortunately, listening to the foster parents say that she doesn't experience human emotions makes that unlikely. It's highly obvious that this child is a psychopath and one who is prone to extreme violence. Obviously, I don't think OP should be all too concerned for herself, but rather the husband who this child has already attacked. As long as she locks her doors, as she said, I believe she's probably in the clear. But the husband's incapable of fighting back, and how the woman is allowing them to be in the same area together is beyond me. As for the legitimacy of this post, it's impossible to confirm, but I have little reason to doubt it. It was locked at 2 upvotes, and all the other posts she made were completely unrelated to this. She genuinely was seeking help and had appreciation for those who answered. This also wasn't exactly a time where people were farming Reddit for YouTube videos. Hearing that a child who murdered someone is out and walking around sounds like some BS at first, but you have to remember she's under the care of foster parents and likely spent a lot of time in some sort of psychiatric facility beforehand. We'll never know for sure, but this one was absolutely mental to read. As much as it is in no way their fault, I do think some children are beyond repair, but at the same time, there has to be someone out there to take care of them and give it a shot. I have a great deal of respect for the ones who do. The story ends there, as there was never any update following this post, or at least not on her Reddit page. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much.
That was a wild last one. And shout out to that was Fright Factory. Fright Factory has earned a subscribe from me, Being Team, and I'm hitting the like button on that video. That was a wild last one, man. Diana said, keep your pets indoors with them next door. Hey, because especially them kids. And then Fright Factory let us know at the end that the kids are now adults. They're as in 2025, they are adults, and I just hope that they live in normal lives now. Matter of fact, if I just say anything, I hope that whoever posted that to Reddit was lying. They was capping, as LSBI said with the other ones. I hope this mother, whoever posted this, I don't know if she was a mother or not, whatever she was. I hope that this was all capped too, man. I hope this was just a made up story. I hope them kids actually didn't are not real and now they are adults. And if they are adults, I hope that they are sane adults and all their childhood craziness that it has went away and now they live in normal lives. Long story short, short story long. LSBI says that child reminds me of Michael Myers. No human emotions. Michael freaking Myers, man. H-Man with a stream in. Shout out to H-Man with a stream in. It's not going in for another probably shit. Goddamn, Big Team. We got another freaking almost at least hour to go. But shout out to H-Man for being here. And shout out to everybody else for being here because we still got 2 more videos to get to. Lively says, I agree, protect the animals. Not yet, H-Man. We have a few more vids. Yeah, we got a few more vids. Almost 3 a.m. here in England. Hey, H-Man, if you getting too sleepy, H-Man, you can always come back and watch the stream later on. I just appreciate you for being here as long as you have. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for being a member of the Bean Team. And then your avatar is freaking Goku, is freaking Kakarot. I'm the hugest freaking Dragon Ball fan you ever freaking meet. And also LSBI is my nephew. So shout out to you for that. And shout out to you being here. Like I said, man, if you're ready to go to sleep like Julie, go to sleep. But I digress, Bean Team. Let's get to the next one.
I will drop you on the ground and tase you if you do.
Because now we are going to the EWU crew. We are going to the EWU Bodycam. And the title of the video is What Burning Man Doesn't Want You to See. And this is what I was saying earlier with the video we were going to watch from EWU. I think this video, let me see. We can see it right now. I think this video was from like a day ago. Yeah, 1 day ago. I already got 2.1 million freaking views. But it's from 1 day ago. But I don't understand this title. What Burning Man Doesn't Want You to See. So it's a man who's burning who don't want you to see something? I don't know, Big Team, but we're going to get into it right freaking now. Let me take it back. Let's see what D Mike said real quick. Like Eddie Murphy on Coming to America. I'm so happy to hear. Oh, man. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
I will drop you on the ground and tase you if you do not quit resisting me.
Once they indicate to me that the survivors want to talk to law enforcement.
No, unfortunately, we're past that point now. I have personal experience with the CIT team. They usually try and convince the victims not to talk to us.
Huh.
And we're not going to play that game today.
You know we don't do that, right? Like, ever.
No, I do know you do. Some of your people do that.
We are the legal authority, no matter what Burning Man thinks.
Deputies are dispatched when 2 women report that they've been violated in non-consensual encounters at Burning Man. But what begins as a straightforward attempt to talk to them escalates into a tense power struggle when police run up against significant pushback from festival volunteers.
I understood that I was detained, not arrested.
We'll see.
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
And before we go even farther, just in the comment section, I see y'all Burning Man is a festival thing. Lively. Is that what it's referring to? I wasn't sure it was the Burning Man Festival. And Wampo says yes. Okay, so now we got that clarification out the way. I think I know what festival y'all talking about, Being Team. Now that y'all said they out in the, I know about the Out in the Desert festivals that go on, I think once a year or whenever. And I don't know if it's the same festival, but I can remember a story from Mr. Ballin about something very similar to this, if it's not this. Let's go.
On August 31st, 2022, Pershing County Sheriff's deputies at the annual Burning Man Festival in Nevada received word about 2 disturbing reports that require immediate investigation. But they quickly run into resistance from the yellow-clad volunteers of the Emergency Services Department, an official agency of Burning Man that responds when there are reports of trouble.
Hi, I'm the ESD duty chief. How you doing?
Hey, I'm Donna Robinson. I'm the investigator.
So, yeah, there's a little confusion with dispatch. So I have 2 SAT teams on scene, the sexual assault teams that are now talking to both the victims, the survivors.
Yeah.
And as once they indicate to me that the survivors want to talk to law enforcement.
Now, unfortunately, we're past that point now. Okay, look, I will go in alone. That's why I'm dressed down. Okay. And if they want to tell me they don't want to talk to me, I need that on my camera, and then we're done. But I can't have anybody interfering. Once we're advised of it, we are obligated to at least talk to the victims.
Okay.
And I'll tell you from my standpoint, it didn't come from Rangers.
Though sometimes mistaken for police, the Black Rock Rangers are volunteers who, according to Burning Man's website, help participants and staff work through problems.
Yeah.
I don't know where
No, it came over the wall. I'll tell you exactly where it came from. Your dispatchers leaned over the wall and said there were 2 sex assault victims here and dispatched law enforcement. That's exactly where it came from. Yep.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, Reno, you know I'm fair, and I have a good reputation with the Rangers as being an investigator. So, you know, if
questions on my part.
I'm okay with going in alone.
Okay.
So I can talk to him.
2, so I don't know.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll just, we'll play this nice and easy, and we'll see. I don't want to traumatize them any more than they have been.
Each year, Burning Man organizers transform the playa into a temporary city with quasi-official departments like the ESD and Black Rock Rangers. Also on scene are volunteers from a counterculture group known as Zendo, who were similarly hesitant to allow law enforcement free access to the 2 women.
I'm wondering what's going on. Hi, I'm here to talk to the survivors.
Okay.
I'm an investigator.
Okay.
Okay, and I've been told that they were survivors of sexual assaults. I need to speak with them. I'm obligated by law to speak with them. If they don't want to talk to me without any coaching from you guys, then that's fine. But I have to get it and cover my butt.
Okay.
Okay.
I understand. So it sounds like this is a legal obligation of yours because we called in a domestic.
Well, and is it domestic violence or is it sexual assault?
Or I'm sorry, a sexual violence.
Okay. Is the perpetrator a husband, boyfriend, domestic partner or something like that?
No.
Okay. Is this a stranger thing or is it somebody she met? Is it a she and a he? I don't know, and I don't know yet.
Okay. We can get more information for you. What type of information?
Okay, I need to talk to them.
Okay.
Yes, the damn lady been asking forever to freaking talk to the freaking victims. Everybody at this damn Burning Man festival who are part of this staff is acting weird, and it seems like they trying to hide something. Why won't y'all just take the damn investigator, the lady, to the actual victims? I'm starting to get frustrated.
I'm gonna go chat with her real quick and
Okay.
see if
Just
let her know that.
and just say, hey, there's somebody here to talk to you. I'll talk to her, and then as we go on from there, then we'll take it from there. But I'm going to tell you, if you interfere in my investigation,
then I'm interfering in your investigation.
And then there you could possibly be arrested.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that.
Because I don't think you want to ruin your burn by getting arrested.
I don't want to ruin my burn.
Because this is really serious.
As Investigator Robinson deals with representatives of Zendo, a group that provides support for people experiencing non-ordinary states of consciousness, Deputy Boyer lays out some facts for the ESD duty chief.
Now dispatch is saying they never called you guys at all.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, it's just so you and I are clear, I'm cool with whatever you guys do, but I'm sorry it's such a cluster. It's frustrating for everybody.
It is, right? Because we're no matter what Burning Man thinks, a lot of these rules are Burning Man's rules. People don't understand that, right? And so we are the law enforcement authority here. Yeah. And unfortunately, like, no disrespect to the Rangers or anything like that, but we do this every day. This isn't 1 week in the dirt for us, right? And so we are legally obligated to investigate complaint or reports of sexual assault, whether it's first party or third party. Yeah. And Zendo is not a legal authority to prevent us from doing that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's not gonna bode well for anybody if someone has to go to jail for obstruction, but it's just one of those things that,
Inside the Zendo site, Investigator Robinson's efforts are delayed as crisis intervention team members, part of Burning Man's emergency services, speak with one of the women.
So the crisis intervention team.
No, I know.
To finish their interview.
I understand that, but
what are your thoughts?
I have personal experience with the CIT team. They usually try and convince the victims not to talk to us.
Huh.
And we're not going to play that game today.
Okay.
Are both of them in here, or where's the other one?
Both of this.
No, not CIT. We were told 2 survivors.
Just this. Okay. Yeah, there's another one here.
Where's she at? Is it she? Is she in there? Well, why don't we go talk to them and they can finish up their thing? How's that sound?
There's a team in there as well.
Okay, well, let's go over here.
Hold on 1 second.
Man, fuck that team. Fuck the team. I need to talk to the victims. I don't this is so crazy.
What do you recommend?
Well, I'm just.
And my name's Alley Cat, by the way.
Do you want to go see if they're ready for her to come in?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whew, what a day.
You don't need to make this.
I think they just want to let her know you're coming in. So
And I'm okay. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. But I also have experience with the CIT team.
Yeah.
Blocking our investigations.
Yeah.
So.
That doesn't feel good. You're all out here taking care of people.
Well, and the big thing is, why would we want the perpetrator to continue to do this when we could possibly stop him?
Yeah.
With the investigation stalling, the 2 deputies meet at the fence to discuss their next steps.
Either let Wagner or Carmichael know what's going on.
Okay. Are they preventing you from having access?
We want to finish our interview first.
Which one needs to go to jail? I'll put one of them in cuffs. I don't care.
Well, right now, it's the yellow shirts that are in there with her. I don't want to traumatize the victim by making a big scene right now.
Yeah, it's a simple question, right?
No, that's what I told
you. Hey guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just want to double check, make sure you don't have a use for law enforcement, right?
No, but the girl in the black shirt, the Zendo person,
she was the one that obstructed me to begin with. She's going to go to jail.
Confirming that the vehicle is no longer on the
track. No matter what Burning Man thinks or anything like that, we are the legal authority in this county, not Zendo, not Burning Man.
Yeah.
Despite that declaration, however, Robinson continues to encounter setbacks inside the camp.
Yeah, because I'm about ready to stick my head in there whether they want it or
Hold
not.
on, time out. I'm finna throw a Mr. Ballin prediction out of here now. Because they stalling so much, it came to my mind, Bean Team. It came to my mind. What if the freaking victims are dead? Just what if? That's how they acting. They stalling so freaking much and acting so weird, and not even just the first 2, but even the first lady, the security officer team, the SITs, whatever freaking abbreviations they got. What if these people are dead? That's how they acting. Did I just have an epiphany, or am I tripping? I don't know. Let's go.
They're trying to what?
Wake her up. She's sleeping. So
it's an awful long time to be waking somebody up. No, they're not. They're letting her sleep and they're on the bed talking to each other.
her friend is lying next to her trying to pick her up. I think you can't see because they're.
Oh no, I saw somebody caressing her arm, but that's not trying to wake somebody up.
Zendo and ESD are, again, they've let her to the tent, but they are denying and refusing access to either victim.
Robinson decides she's waited long enough leading to a confrontation that will dramatically change the course of the evening.
Hi, guys. I'm Donna. Hi. Can I come in and talk to you for a second, ma'am?
Identify yourself.
I'm with Persian County Sheriff's Office. I'm an investigator.
No, we're gonna pass on that.
I can't take that from you. I need to talk to her.
Well, she's asked me to talk on her behalf.
Well, I'm sorry, that's not legally
You'll need to get
acceptable.
my supervisor. This I'm not gonna have a power struggle with you. My
Yeah,
supervisor is
and let
Renee.
me explain to you. You can come on out here.
I will.
Come on out.
I'm gonna get my supervisor, Rob.
That's fine. Get your supervisor.
Away from.
But I will tell you, if you continue to invade my investigation, you will be arrested.
Oh, good. Let's get my supervisor and talk about that. So I've been out here for
Listen, I've been out
Let's
here.
get away from this person.
No,
You don't
I'm not leaving.
traumatize her.
I'm not going to traumatize her.
Supervisor, please. Her name is Renee. Yeah. You'd like
Nope.
to step away.
I'm not.
She's not gonna talk to you.
Well, I can hear that from her,
That's fine.
not you.
Step up and
No,
victim.
no.
I've been here 5 years.
I've been here
Never had
longer.
an interaction like this.
Well,
Ever.
I'm an investigator for this very purpose.
We can tell.
I'm dressed down for this. I am very well liked by Burning Man.
I need your help.
But as the woman calls for her supervisor, Robinson signals her partner to come put her in handcuffs.
Well, that ended that. Excuse me. It's now a law enforcement matter, ma'am. Yep.
All I'm asking you to do is step out of earshot of the person that's traumatized.
I don't have
and be
to talk
censored.
loud, but I'm not stepping. No, no, I'm not.
Darling.
Ma'am. Nope. It's too late. Turn around. Place your hands behind your back. Place your hands behind your back.
Wait.
Nope.
Hold on.
I will drop you on the ground and tase you if you do not quit resisting me.
Stop. Just detain her for right now.
Tell me why.
Yep. Because she's delaying and obstructing my investigator and trying to get her to leave.
Okay. What's the investigation?
Detain her over.
Yep. We're investigating 2 sex assaults that were reported to us.
Renee, I'll need you near
Yep.
or to us.
Nope, to us.
Okay. I need you near me. Sir, you're hurting my arm. I
Ma'am.
will gladly walk in
Okay,
your direction.
ma'am, you're being detained. So we're going this
I
way.
will gladly walk
We're
in
going to
your
go to the playa. We're going to
Sir.
make a.
Sir, I will gladly walk in your direction.
Perfect.
Let's
We're
be
gonna,
two human beings being
and
kind
I'm
to each
telling
other.
you where we're
Let's
going.
be two human beings being kind to each
Come on.
other. You're hurting my arm. Sir, if you could not pull my arm so hard, please.
Ma'am, you need to comply with me. You're being
I
detained
am
at this point.
Complying with you. Do you
Yes, we're walking this
Everyone
direction.
can see I'm complying.
Yep, we're being
Please,
recorded, so it's okay.
everyone can see I'm complying. If you could let go of my arm, please.
Nope. You are under my care and control at this point in time.
Can everyone see I'm complying, please? Everyone see I'm complying?
Ma'am, you need to keep walking.
Can you tell me where we're going?
We're going to that patrol vehicle, ma'am. You are no longer complying with my orders.
I am complying. Can
We're-
everyone see I'm
Ma'am,
complying?
keep walking.
Okay.
Then don't get drugged. Don't get
Ma'am.
drugged. Don't get drugged. Keep up with him.
An officer with the Bureau of Land Management steps in to assist, but the woman, a registered nurse named Hannah Hoekstra, remains unhappy about her treatment.
What is your name, officer?
Deputy Boyer, it's all being recorded and it'll be in your arrest report.
I understood that I was detained, not arrested.
We'll see.
Can you be a little kinder to me? I'm very
Ma'am, I am giving you direct orders.
You're hurting my shoulder.
They're lawful orders.
you're
You
hurting
are
my
pulling
shoulder.
it
Just get in the damn car. Fuck.
against me.
I'm against the car.
You are pulling back
I've
from me.
never had hands on me in my life.
Okay.
Can
all
I
right.
interject something
Nope.
just for a second?
Just listen.
Renee, all
Listen.
I asked was that they step away from the tent so that the victim couldn't hear. And I said that she said she'll need to tell me, and I said that's fine.
I have Anna and Ralph.
But understand this. It's a detention, right?
Well, he
But-
just said I was arrested. So.
Okay, well, there you are. But when you're in handcuffs, at that point, and you say you're complying, okay. But when you say you're complying and you're putting your whole body weight away from what you're not walking with,
Oh,
you're
I'm
not
walking with him,
complying.
and it's on record that I'm walking with him. But thank you for educating
But just
me.
Inside Zendo's camp, one of the women Robinson was trying to reach emerges from the tent.
My name's Donna.
This is
Okay.
making me really.
Oh, I am so sorry.
She's had a really hard day.
Okay, let me step in so we can do this privately.
I really don't want her.
I'm here to help you, sweetheart. So this person doesn't do this anymore to you. Okay?
It really is not that bad of a situation. I really just want to go back to my camp.
Okay,
Really,
Joel,
you know
it'll
what
be
this
deleted.
makes me want to do is never ever tell anyone ever again when this stuff happens, because they have effective support services here. And I felt better 1 minute ago. I was
just
about
give
to
me
go
your
home.
name, and if you don't want to make a report, just
And
tell
then
me you
then-
don't want to make a
then
report, and I will
she be
leave.
able to go back to her camp?
Absolutely.
The woman gives her name to investigator Robinson and declines to file a report at this time.
Are you feeling a little better now?
Yeah,
Did
I
I
just didn't
explain?
like seeing that because
Well,
they just helped me out.
Unfortunately, when somebody impedes our investigation, they can be arrested.
Meanwhile, Hannah notices a camera and uses the opportunity to make a public statement.
I was with police the whole time. Oh, since you wanted to come in. Can I give you my email so you can send that to me, please? I'll need that for you.
I'll need it as well for the prosecution.
At Hannah's request, Deputy Boyer loosens her cuffs before ultimately moving them to the front.
What is your first name?
My name is Hannah.
Hannah? Hannah, what's your last name?
I'd rather not say it right now, but I'll give you my last name.
Ma'am, in the state of Nevada, you are required to provide identification to me. That in itself is another crime. You are required by the state of Nevada.
I don't have any ID on me.
No. You can verbally provide it to me, but you are required to provide it to me.
In what instance?
If you don't identify yourself, you can be transported to Person County. Blah, blah,
Guys,
blah.
I don't need to know the bad things.
No. It's not bad. I'm saying.
So here you'll be
Though reluctant to give her name, Hannah is willing to share some background information she deems relevant.
I've been to Person County. I've been subpoenaed to testify there twice for an attempted murder trial.
So
I know the DA well.
Okay,
So
perfect. Yeah, that's great. So what I can do is get all your info as my partner's requested, and then take you back to her and uncuff you because she would like to talk it out with you, and I'm going to release you back to ESD.
Okay, let's go.
As Hannah gives the deputy her details, Robinson tries to find common ground with the head of emergency services, who isn't pleased with how this went down.
Did that person want to talk to you? Once I talked to her, she said, I may want to talk to you later. I gave her my information, and but I need to hear her. I need to get her name, and I need to hear her say, I don't want to talk right now.
Yeah.
And if they say that to us personally, then we're done.
Yes, I'm still like one of the victims have popped out. And it's crazy what she said. Y'all heard it earlier. I don't want to press any charges right now. Things like this make me never even want to call the police. Like she talking all crazy and stuff. But that's just one of them. We still haven't heard from the other one. And that just goes all the way back to what I was saying a couple of minutes ago, Bean Team. I said, what if they are dead? Okay, we know one alive, but at this point, we still don't know if the other one alive or not. And I still feel like all of them are trying to hide the fact that she is not alive. I'm still on that point. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. Let's find out.
I hear that.
Okay.
But that's not the law. The NRS does not say that. NRS 629 does not say that.
There is
VAWA
case
doesn't
law.
say that either.
There is case law out of Sparks, Nevada, where officers didn't take a report and said they were told, and I don't know all the details because I can't remember it per se, but there's bad case law against law enforcement for not doing a proper investigation on a sexual assault. If we can come out and at least talk face to face with the victim or survivor, I should say, then, and they say, we don't want to talk to you as long as they haven't been, I don't want to say coerced, but convinced not to talk to us.
You know, we don't do that, right? Like ever.
No, I do know you do. Some of your people do that.
They, you know what?
In the past,
I mean,
in the
this hurts
past.
my soul. Because our team would, we spend so much time trying to talk to
I will just tell you, I had a friend years ago that was the CIT person for you guys, and she came out and told me, she goes, they tell us in our briefing, convince them not to talk to law enforcement.
Hannah is released after spending 14 minutes in handcuffs, an ordeal that she has consistently used one word to describe.
I'm cooperating. This is quite uncomfortable and traumatizing. It's a traumatizing situation. I don't know how we got it. So, I mean, my body's
I can only
freaked
understand.
out. This is a traumatic experience. My recall may not be great. Where are we going?
We're going to go to those two deputies right over there, so I'll follow you.
If it's the lady that had me for the handcuffs, I'm in a traumatic state. I'm not going to be able to talk to her.
The sergeant's right there. He has nothing to do with this, so.
So the lady that was verbally challenging me when I asked her to step away from the tent, I don't want to be around her.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I'll take you over to the other side, and then I'll let the sergeant know.
With this territorial dispute winding down, investigator Robinson provides support to the second woman, who also decides against filing a complaint.
Let me tell you this right now. Give me your hands. This is not your fault. Okay? It is not your fault at all. You did nothing wrong. Okay? And I've gotten some pretty good. Oh, don't cry, sweetheart. Okay? I've gotten some really good convictions on what you just did. Okay?
As the sun sets over
Whoo, all I can say at this point is at least the other one is alive. It's just, I guess she just been manipulated so much that she don't want to talk to the police. But at least she alive, man, because my mind was gone to some Mr. Ball and crazy what the is going on type of story-ish.
Burning Man, Robinson tries to end things on a positive note with the ESD chief.
See, if I could have handled the first one like that one, we would have been gone like an hour ago.
Totally.
So, are we good? Yeah. Are you and I good?
You and I are great.
Okay.
The men in the situation, they're like, they're out and pissed on the tree. I don't like it. It's none of their business. We need to take care of this person. The person who is,
and that's why I'm an investigator for this purpose.
But that kind of aggression just makes things worse.
At least one ESD volunteer appears to agree.
By the way, I am a retired
I heard that.
detective of sexual assault. And I have a quick question. Is it your policy to threaten to tase somebody that's already handcuffed?
I will talk to him about it, and I will have a sergeant.
I'll write that in a report.
So
you can talk to me all you want.
No,
I'll be putting that in a report.
That's fine. You have that right.
Thank you for being positive and cool.
And we're all here for the victim or survivor. I have to get used to saying it that way.
I get that.
But I think this was escalated to a point it didn't need to escalate to.
Yeah, true story.
In August 2024, 2 years later, Hannah Hoekstra sued the Pershing County Sheriff's Office for false imprisonment, alleging that the bodily injuries, public humiliation, and emotional distress she suffered that day led to PTSD and forced her to stop working as a forensic nurse. The case is still ongoing. Her lawsuit describes the work Hannah was engaged in when she was detained. Upon initial interaction with Ms. Hoekstra, the female patient informed Ms. Hoekstra that she had discussed and consented to snuggle with the male acquaintance in his air-conditioned tent, but objected to and was emotionally distraught by his intentional contact with her thigh. The female patient did not at any time allege that she was sexually assaulted.
So we don't even know how true all that was at all. This has been some of the most craziest ish we have watched over here on a live stream, Bean Team. I don't even know what to make of all that, because my main thing is, what was the point of all this stalling? And it wasn't just from just one person, not just the lady who got handcuffed who was wearing the yellow. It wasn't just her. It was two of them was wearing yellow, but it wasn't the security team lady. It was the lady who was in the tent with the victims who came out. Then she got arrested. It's just like, and it was the two before that. Like, everybody's stalling in this case. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it, man. It's just sad to hear, and I hope that those two ladies who were victims of this have a change of heart, change of mind later in life, or now as I speak, where they will speak up, because the police officer or the investigator, she was trying to let her know, like, hey, I have took these type of men down before. I can really help you get over this. I can help bring this man to justice, but I just need your help to tell me who the freak it was. And at this point, they are not doing it. Well, at that point, they was not doing it, but hopefully at this point in 2025, maybe they'll do it. I don't know, man. Like Wampo said, weird as elf, like my girl Lively said. Very odd, very freaking odd. But Bean Team, we got one more video to check out, and this one is coming from The Void. And the title of it is The Darkest Audio Recordings 4. One more to go, y'all. One more to go. Let's get into it.
Do you remember? Tell me about it.
I got them from the dishwasher.
What kind of knives?
Big sharp ones.
And what do you want to do with those knives?
Kill John and Mommy with them and Daddy.
The child speaking in that clip was just 6 years old. Her name was Beth Thomas, and at the time of the recording, she was being monitored by a psychiatrist for reasons that would soon become clear. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't look confused or afraid. She spoke with complete clarity, as if the words didn't carry any weight at all. She admitted to hurting animals. She described plans to kill her family, and she didn't seem to understand why any of it was wrong. At such a young age, Beth Thomas had already become a danger to everyone around her, including the people trying to save her.
Keep in mind that this girl is 6 years old saying that crazy shit right there. 6. S-I-X.
Details about Beth Thomas's birth are limited. It's believed she was born around 1982, somewhere in the United States. When she was a year old, her mother died, leaving Beth and her newborn brother Jonathan alone with their biological father. He wasn't a caregiver. He was violent, neglectful, and over the course of several months, he abused Beth. He would also hurt Jonathan. And when he wasn't doing that, he simply left them. By the time child welfare officers stepped in, the damage was already visible. Beth was found screaming, covered in her own waste. Jonathan had been left unattended in a crib with a spoiled bottle and a misshapen skull, flattened at the back from how he'd been positioned. He was 7 months old. Beth was just 19 months. In February 1984, both children were removed from the home and placed into the care of the state. Soon after, the Department of Social Services contacted 2 prospective adoptive parents, a Christian couple named Tim and Julie Tennant. They'd been married for over a decade and were unable to have children of their own, and were told that Beth and Jonathan were normal and healthy. They brought the children into their house, named them Beth and Jonathan Thomas, and tried to build a life around them. But it didn't take long for signs to appear. Beth had recurring nightmares. She described a man coming up the stairs and touching her. In her dreams, she bled and cried. She was hurt and left alone. The man never spoke. He just watched her suffer. During the day, Beth would act out. She lied compulsively. She defied rules. She didn't react to punishment. Julie said it was like trying to discipline someone who didn't care if they lived or died. And from there, it would only escalate. She began to harm animals. One day, Julie found her pulling a bird's nest out of a tree. Beth was told to leave it alone, that the mother wouldn't return if the nest was moved. She didn't respond. She took the nest down and crushed the baby birds in her hands. Then, she started hurting Jonathan, even going so far as abusing him, both physically and sexually. She once smashed...
Oh my God, man, this little girl is the Antichrist. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl is literally sent from... okay. I'm being exaggerating when I say this. God, please forgive me. God got a sense of humor. He get what I'm saying. This girl was sent from hell. Long story short, short story long, man. Like, seriously, man, this girl, she's 6. She's 6. Like, she done went through this is almost like, I can't remember the name of the movie, but she kind of remind me of the girl who really is a grown adult. Like, she like living an adult life. Like, it seemed like she done went through so much just to be on this earth for 6 years old. She done went through a whole adult life times 2. Like, what the hell, man?
His head on the concrete floor of the basement. Another time.
Yes, Wampo, the orphan. Exactly.
She touched him while he was asleep. Her behavior didn't change when they caught her. She admitted to it. And when they asked why, she just said she felt like it. Julie also began noticing that knives were going missing from the kitchen. When she confronted Beth, the child smiled. She said she wanted to use them, to kill her brother, then her mother, then her father. By that point, Tim and Julie were locking her bedroom door every night. They kept the knives hidden. They kept Jonathan away from her, and they tried to keep going, but it couldn't continue. They asked the adoption agency for information, anything that might explain why this was happening, but their requests were denied. Confidentiality laws meant they weren't allowed to know what Beth had been through. With nowhere left to go, they turned to professionals. Beth was diagnosed with reactive attachment disorder, also known as RAD. It's a rare psychological condition that develops in early childhood, usually between the ages of 6 months and 3 years, and it's almost always the result of severe neglect or abuse. Her diagnosis was made by Dr. Ken Maggid, a clinical psychologist. And over time, in a controlled setting, Beth began to explain where it had come from. She spoke about the man who used to hurt her, about what he did and how long it went on. It matched the timeline from her earliest years, the months she spent alone with her biological father after her mother's death. Children with RAD fail to form emotional bonds with their caregivers. Some become withdrawn, others display extreme aggression. In Beth's case, it was total detachment. She didn't show empathy, nor did she respond to affection. She didn't seem to recognize the difference between right and wrong. And it made sense. Her mother was gone before she ever formed a bond, and her father was the source of her trauma. There was never anyone for her to attach to, and by the time she was adopted, the window had already closed.
Yeah, this shit sad though, for real. I'm kind of getting sad in this case now. I'm seriously being team. This shit is sad, man, because this girl never got to be a child. Like, she never got to experience what being a child was like, because her mama was gone and the daddy that she was left with just abused her. Like, she never got to really realize what being happy was. That's why she was so emotionless with what she was doing, because she didn't ever know any better. She never got the chance to know any better. Oh my God, man. Hey, look, we got somebody else stopping through who is a member of the Bean Team All-Stars. Futuristic 80s Haystack. Sorry for being late. All good, Futuristic 80s. Happy you are here, man. This whole live stream with these different videos we all watch has been weird. It has been scary. It has been crazy. It has been all in every type of thing you can describe it as. It has most definitely been that, man. But shout out to you all, Futuristic 80s. Wampo says, yeah, children need a caregiver that they actually trust and feel safe with. And it's just by the time she got with adopted people that she could feel safe with, it's too late. It's too late, man. This little girl has just been traumatized and just turned to a completely different thing because she never got the chance to actually be a little girl and be a great little thing, if you know what I mean.
In 1990, a documentary titled Child of Rage was released. It followed Beth's early therapy sessions and the work being done to keep her under control. By that point, she had already been diagnosed, and the focus had shifted from asking what was wrong to understanding why.
Let's talk about what happened once when you were smaller, when you found some baby birds in a tree. What did you do then?
I took them out.
Mm-hmm. And what did Mom say to you?
That the mother will not come back if somebody touches her baby.
Mm-hmm. With the baby birds, what did you do?
Took them out of the tree.
And what did you do with them?
Played around too rough. Also, when at the end, I picked it up and I thought it was Dad, and I came to say, Mommy, is this bird dead? And she said, she called Daddy and said, Tim, and Daddy came and I think I remember that they said yes.
Mm-hmm. And so did the little baby birds die?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
I just remember that I think I remember that Mommy and Daddy said the last bird we got was dead.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what Mom said to me? She said that all of them were dead. Did you squeeze them? Did Baby Beth squeeze them? You're doing a good job, honey. Go ahead and tell me what happened.
squeezed them.
And what happened?
They died.
Tell me about the knives. Where did you get them?
From the drawer.
And where else?
I got them from the dishwasher.
What kind of knives?
Big sharp ones.
And what do you want to do with those knives?
Kill John and Mommy with them and Daddy.
Oh my God.
After her session.
Oh my God, man. Just hearing her talk though, I just gotta say this real quick. And I don't know, I go back and forth on this, but she sound like she have been here before. Have you ever heard somebody say that this little baby sound like she has been here before? This little boy, like this child has been here before, meaning like their soul has been on earth before, just in a different body. She kind of sound like that to me, being team. And I don't know if I truly believe in that, because if you believe in that, then it's almost like you believe in reincarnation. And I don't know if I believe in reincarnation or not. So I go here, there, and everywhere. But it kind of sounds like that. And Wampo brings up a great comment. She says, I don't think 6 is too late. There are studies that show they actually can reverse the effects if you get them young. I heard she's surprisingly normal now. And I can believe that. And when I was saying like there's no hope now, I was just saying like there is no hope for her to not go through that experience that she had at the very beginning. Like it's too late. All the damage has been done to her now as far as how that went. But yes, I hope, I don't know, maybe you know, Wumpo, because you heard of this case, but I don't know how it ends in the future. But I hope in the future that she does end up turning her life around. But it's like at that point, it is what it was. She had went through all that, and now that's why we hear interviews about her squeezing freaking birds to death and wanting to kill her mama and daddy. But hopefully she turns it around.
With Dr. Ken Magid, Beth was removed from her adoptive home. The decision was made to separate her from the family temporarily, as her behavior was still unpredictable. She was placed in the care of Connell Watkins, a therapist who specialized in high-risk behavioral cases. The program was strict. Beth had to ask permission to eat, to use the bathroom, even just to speak. Her room was kept locked at night, and privileges had to be earned. The goal was to push her into forming trust through routine and structure, and over time, her behavior began to change. She started showing remorse. She acknowledged what she had done. She talked about the harm she caused her adoptive family, and for the first time, she showed signs of empathy. But she didn't return to the tenant household. During the course of her treatment, she was adopted again, this time by a woman named Nancy Thomas. Beth continued her treatment into adolescence. Over time, she became more stable. Her behavior improved, and eventually, she was cleared to return to a more normal life. She graduated from the University of Colorado with a degree in nursing. In 2005, she began working as a registered nurse at Flagstaff Medical Center in Arizona. She went on to specialize in neonatal intensive care, helping care for premature and high-risk newborns. Beth also began working with her second adoptive mother, Nancy Thomas, speaking publicly about her experience with reactive attachment disorder. Together, they co-authored a book and started a program called Families by Design, aimed at helping other families raising children from abusive or traumatic backgrounds. But not everyone involved in her treatment would be remembered the same way. Connell Watkins, the same therapist who oversaw Beth's care during the most intensive stage of her treatment, was later convicted of negligent child abuse. In 2000, a 10-year-old girl named Candace Newmaker died during a session in Watkins' care. Like Beth, she had been diagnosed with reactive attachment disorder. Watkins was attempting a controversial form of therapy known as rebirthing. The idea was to simulate birth. The child was wrapped tightly in flannel sheets to represent a womb, then told to fight her way out. For 70 minutes, 4 adults pushed down on her body with pillows and their hands while she struggled beneath the blankets. Candace repeatedly told them she couldn't breathe. At one point, she said she was going to die, and she repeated this statement 11 times. Her adoptive mother was present in the room. The session was recorded on video, and by the time the blankets were removed, Candace had stopped moving. She was pronounced dead later that day. Watkins was sent.
What the fuck is going on? what the rebirthing? This for adults who think that this is a good idea to have this girl wrapped up in sheets and trying to break out of the sheets while y'all holding her down. Like, what the are we listening to, Big Team? What the is going on, Livy? What the is going on? What is that? 70 what? Like, oh my God.
To 16 years in prison. She served 7. Beth's life moved in the opposite direction. She recovered, she found stability, and eventually she disappeared from headlines altogether. But the recording didn't. It's been over 30 years since the documentary was first aired, and she was just 6 years old. Her feet couldn't even touch the floor, and yet she talked calmly about violence, abuse, and death. Not as something she feared, but as something she understood. A child, shaped by violence, speaking plainly about things no child should understand.
Man. Hey, like Wampo says, I agree with you 100%. I'm happy for Bill. And this one of those rare. When I say rare, I mean capital, bold, italic letters like rare, R-A-R-E, rare E-K, occasions, man. Well, it turns out like this. It turns out for the best. Because how this girl was born and what she was born into, her freaking mama, her daddy, like she was just destined for a terrible life and just destined to actually cause the terrible lives of other people. You know what I'm saying, man? But no, she turned it around and became a great person in life. I'm happy for her. And it's like, I know that at the end of the day, she's still traumatized by that ish. You know, the same, you know, she having nightmares about when she was 6 years old and younger and what she was going through. But she got better, man. Like Livy said, same. I'm glad she got better. Yeah, she beat all the odds. Like she was against all odds and she beat them odds. Happy for her, man. Happy for her. Hold on, Bing Team. I will be right back. All right, Ben Team, we on our last video, man. Almost halfway through it. I'm enjoying the void. I am enjoying the void. Let's keep going.
It was the night of Thursday, November 1st, 2017, in Maybank, Texas. At around 11:30 p.m., Jake Henderson called 911 and told dispatchers that his wife, Sarah, was acting strange. He said she might be suicidal and that she had talked about hurting herself. He wasn't sure if she was serious, but he wanted someone to come check. Deputies were sent to the house. They spoke with both Jake and Sarah, asked a few questions, and took a quick look around. Both of them said everything was fine, and there was no sign of anything suspicious, so the officers left. But just 3 hours later, 911 would be dialed again, and by then, it was already too late. Sarah Henderson was 29 years old. She lived with her husband, Jake, and her 2 daughters, 7-year-old Kaylee Danielle Hall and 5-year-old Kenley Henderson. The family lived in Maybank, Texas, a small town that stretches across Henderson and Kaufman counties. There had been a couple of police visits to the house before, one in 2015, when a neighbor heard yelling and called it in. It turned out Sarah had been arguing with someone over the phone outside. A few months later, they reported a suspicious car near the property. Neither incident led to anything. But in the weeks leading up to the shooting, neighbors said Sarah had started acting strange. She talked about people being after her. Child Protective Services had looked into her in 2010, but the details of that investigation were never made public. On the night of November 1st, Sarah started acting strange again. At 11:30 p.m., Jake called 911. He told dispatchers she was freaking out, that she thought someone was out to get her. He said she might be suicidal.
Hello?
Yes, sir. This is Trisha from EMS. We got disconnected.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me exactly what's going on.
My wife, she's like, something's going on with her.
Okay. Can you describe what's going on? The symptoms?
Like she's freaking out, like somebody's out to get her.
Okay, give us just one moment. Is she awake?
Okay, I promise. Yes, ma'am.
Is she breathing?
Yes, ma'am. She's saying she's all right now.
A few minutes later.
But I wonder what's causing her to freak out like that. What's really the root of the cause? And shout out also to Scarface to Society. Scarface always shows up, man. Always shows up. Says being team with the 100 emojis. Shout out to you being here. But what the freak? Like, why is she freaking? What is causing her to freak out like that? And why is she freaking out like that? Does it has anything to do with the husband? Or is it a completely isolated, separated incident from him? I don't think it has anything to do with him because he's the one actually calling. Let's find out.
Later, he called back, said she was fine now, and that everything had calmed down.
EMS, this is Desiree.
Yes, ma'am. I just talked to a lady in there a while ago about sending someone out.
Okay.
I was going to see if I can get it disregarded.
And are you the one that called it in originally?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And why would you like to cancel the call?
She's fine now.
And what was your name?
Jake Henderson.
Okay, so just let me verify. You want to cancel the ambulance at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'll let them know, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Following this call, deputies went to the house anyway just to be sure. They arrived around 11:45 and spoke with both of them. No one appeared to be in danger. There were no signs of violence, and there was nothing that gave officers a reason to act. So, they left. Jake was the last to fall asleep that night. A few hours later, Sarah woke him up and told him something that left him with no choice but to reach for the phone and call 911 again.
Henderson County 911.
Yes. My wife. My wife just shot her kid.
Oh my God! Oh my fucking God! Oh, holy fucking shit! Oh my God! Oh my Lord! What? Oh man, I didn't think that's what we was going with this one. I gotta wipe my eyes, Bean Team. I gotta wipe my eyes. Tears just started to form. Oh my God. She really was tripping, man. Oh, she shot the kid. Woo-saw. Woo-saw. I gotta get my composure together, y'all. I gotta get my composure together.
Okay, what is your wife's name?
She's trying to commit suicide now. She's trying to choke herself. Why do you keep grabbing your neck?
What is her name, sir?
Sarah Henderson.
Sarah Henderson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, and how old are the children?
7 and 5.
And they're in the bedroom?
Huh?
Are they in the bedroom, sir?
No, they're in the living room.
They're in the living room and they're not breathing?
No.
Forgive me. Please. Why did I do that, babe?
I don't know.
She's not trying to leave or anything, correct?
What's going on here today? Nothing's going on. That's why I tried telling you. She keeps saying somebody's after her.
Please shoot me, please.
I'm not shooting you. No. No. I can't.
You don't understand, Jake. You don't understand, Jake. You don't understand.
Don't understand what? I don't understand at all.
Man, at this point, this dude gotta feel like he is living a nightmare. Like, he gotta think this shit ain't real. Like, he gotta literally like think that he is freaking dreaming the most terrible nightmare he could have. I feel so terrible for this dude. I ain't lying, being team. Tears like my eyes can't stop watering right now. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. She sounds possessed, bro. On God, I don't know what, man. She needs mental help. I think she is going crazy. She needs to go to the nut house. Calls like this or why I could never be a 911 dispatcher. I got chills. This man, we ending the live stream on a what the is going on type of video for real with the board. Shout out to the board.
When officers arrived, Sarah was still inside the house. She was arrested on the spot. In interviews with investigators, she admitted that she'd been planning the shootings for at least 2 weeks. She said she tried to shoot Jake while he was sleeping, but the gun jammed. That's what woke him up. He took the weapon from her and called 911. When they asked her why she did it, she said she was going crazy, that she felt overwhelmed, and she believed people were out to get her. Jake told investigators she had been paranoid in the days leading up to the shooting. A friend she'd seen the day before said the same. She was evaluated by 2 psychologists. One said she was sane, the other said she wasn't. In the end, the court ruled her competent to stand trial, but there never was one. In a full courtroom filled with family members and law enforcement, 31-year-old Sarah Nicole Henderson pleaded guilty to 2 counts of capital murder. In exchange, she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole instead of facing the death penalty. These 911 calls stick with you, not just because of the tears and raw emotion coming from Jake, but because the signs were all there. It was clear there was something wrong. The neighbors had noticed. Jake had too. He was worried enough to call 911, afraid she might hurt herself or someone else. But somehow, she convinced everyone that things were fine. And so, Jake went to bed that night thinking that really was the case, when in reality, it was anything but.
Man, that one right there was terrible, y'all. That one right there brought out a lot of emotions in me. What the freak, man, Lively. That man will never forget what he went through. I'm sure. Oh my God. I'm sure too, Lively. I'm most definitely sure. Diana, great point. Him canceling that call will hunt him forever because he called the police when he was concerned. Then he called back and was like, "No, she regular now. She okay." He will hate that he told them not to come out there because if they would have came out there, maybe this whole thing would have just went a lot better than those children. His children, that was his baby mother. Who, man, listen, what the freak? Oh wow, Wampo. Oh freaking wow. And I think Love Girl is saying good to the fact, and I'm saying good too. She got life in prison, Bean Team. We can at least clap it up for that. And not only that, no parole. She in there for the rest of her life. She is in prison. At least we can clap it out for that. Good, like Love Girl said. Scarface also brings up a great point. Shake my head. What does have to do with your husband and kids just because you think someone's out after you? What the hell? Like, just because she was all paranoid and somebody behind me, somebody after me, somebody out to get me. What they got to do with going up in that your children room and freaking shooting them to death? What did that got to do with that? What did that got to do with you trying to kill your husband and stuff? Like, that don't explain none of that. Like, this lady, like Little Girl said, man, it was sad, man. It was sad. She was she was definitely mentally unwell. Oh my God, she planned it, lost his kids, and then she adds here she tried to take him too. And that's what's more even terrible. And I think that's really why she got the life sentence. Not only the life sentence, but really no parole, is the fact that it was premeditated. You know what I'm saying? We found out that she actually had been trying to do this. Like, this was not just random. Like, she was making it seem in the moment. She really had been planning to do this. And rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to those kids. That's not the first story I've heard like this either. Oh no, it's not the first. But the thing about it is, they will never cease to just shock the hell out of me. Like, every story I hear like this is always gonna be shocking to me, man. I digress, Bean Team. Let's keep going. Let's keep freaking going.
It was just after 3:45 in the morning when emergency services were called to a quiet residential street in Derby.
The house is on fire. My kids are in bed. Yes. What address? 18 Victory Road. 18 West Victory Road. Harrington, Derby. The house is on 18 Victory Road and the kids are inside. Yeah, the kids are in bed.
The fire had already taken hold by the time crew arrived. Flames were pouring from the windows and smoke blanketed the entire street. Inside the home were 6 children, all of them asleep, all of them trapped. Their parents were already outside, shouting for help. One of them was on the phone with emergency services. The other was smashing windows, trying to get in. The audio is...
Time out already. Time out, flag on the play. How in the hell are the parents outside, but the kids still trapped in there? Like, y'all didn't get the kids out first. Y'all ran outside, and now you're trying to get the kids out and calling 911. Something wrong with this already. Something is wrong.
Difficult to listen to, because for a moment, it feels real. The panic, the urgency, the grief. But what made it so disturbing wasn't the fire itself, but rather the shocking truth that followed. The voices on the 999 call were Mick and Mareed Philpott. They lived at 18 Victory Road, a council house in a quiet part of Derby. Mick was already known to the public, not for his work, as he was unemployed, but for the way he lived. He was a father of 17 children, and for years, he shared his home with his wife Mareed, his mistress Lisa, and their combined 11 children.
Yep, we know this one. We know this one, Red Pill and Lobby. Yes, I think I reacted to this one with was it Nexpo? The Sinister Family or something. I can't remember, but it has been recently, like Red Pill says, maybe a month at the most, 2 months ago. We know of this story, but I don't remember hearing that audio though. One poll. If I was the mom and any of my kids were still inside, you would have to pull me out of there to get me out, because wouldn't leave until all the kids were out. And that what make it so bizarre. Like, how are y'all outside, but the kids not outside? Can you explain that to me? So y'all just ran out. Y'all didn't give a fuck about none of your kids, and you just ran out. I would be the last one to be out of that burning house. All my children would be out first.
Once appeared on the Jeremy Kyle Show, a British tabloid talk show, to explain how it all worked. Another time, in a televised documentary, a member of parliament spent a week trying to get him back into work. She failed. He was offered multiple jobs, but he didn't turn up. When asked about his lifestyle, he said he'd like to marry one woman and divorce the other, then said he was considering a vasectomy. He didn't seem ashamed. If anything, he seemed proud. And as public criticism grew, so did his profile. He became a tabloid villain, a man who refused to work, demanded a bigger house, and claimed it was all for the good of his children. But behind the image was a long history of abuse. In 1978, at the age of 21, Philpott tried to kill his 17-year-old girlfriend. Her name was Kim Hill. He stabbed her more than a dozen times while she lay in bed. When her mother tried to stop him, he stabbed her too. Kim survived, but only just. Both her lungs collapsed, and her bladder, kidney, and liver were punctured. Philpott was sentenced to 7 years in prison, but served just over 3. After his release, he married another woman. They had 3 children. She later described him as violent and controlling, said she prayed he would leave her for someone else. And soon enough, he did. The next woman was 16-year-old Heather Kehoe. He was 37. She ran away from home to live with him and had 2 children in quick succession. He beat her too, mostly because the children weren't girls. When she left him, she took legal custody of the kids. He replaced her within a year. This time, it was Mareed. She moved into his house in 2000, and they married in 2003. By then, another teenager, Lisa Willis, had also joined the household. Like the others, she was young, just 16, an orphan and a single mother. Philpott moved her in, made her share the household with his wife, and treated both as partners. Lisa even served as a...
Like, this dude is so manipulative. Like, he has such a long history of just taking little young children under the legal age when he first grabbed them, when he first get these young girls, these young teenagers, and then he just build them up and mold them up to what he like, and just make them believe everything he believe and think all this shit is okay. Just brainwashes them and have children by them. This is like, I don't, man, like, it's just like, dude, it's so, just think about the live stream that we had today and all these different crazy stories that we have heard and seen. It's like, dude, it's more of these crazy stories than you really think there would be. If you get what I'm saying, Bean Team, there's a lot of crazy shit out here in the world, man. There's a lot of crazy shit out in the world. Scarface says it was Nick Crowley. I was hearing you react to it. I can't remember Scarface. It was one of these channels, man. And a lot of these channels, they cover stories that other channels cover, but it's okay, man. That's all good, because guess what? Everybody tell it in their own way. Everybody give you more details or different details that other channels didn't give you. So I'm all good with that. I don't know if it was Nick Crowley or even Nexpo. Diana says these people are horrible, fake, and had the nerve to record it. Like, yeah, it was Nick Crowley that did a backstory on this MFer, this motherfucker. I was here when you react to it. This dude right here give me Jim Jones vibes. He give me Jim Jones vibes. If you know, you know. If you know about drinking the Kool-Aid, then you freaking know.
The bridesmaid at his wedding to Mareed. In public, he framed it as unusual, but functional. In private, it was violence and control. By 2006, his setup had become so well known that the press dug up his old conviction. It didn't seem to bother him. If anything, it added to the persona. The angry, self-righteous father demanding more space, more support, more money. So when people saw him on the news in 2012, standing outside a burning house, in tears, begging for help, They didn't see a criminal. They saw a man who had just lost 6 of his children. And for a moment, they believed him. It was just after 3:45 in the morning when emergency services were called. Mereed tells the operator that her house is on fire and that her children are trapped inside. In the background, her husband can be heard shouting that he's trying to reach them, but can't break through the smoke. What follows is a recording that many believed captured the worst moment of these parents' lives. A desperate call for help in the final moments before everything was lost.
Hey, where are you phoning from now? I'm in the garden, in the back garden. You're in the back garden, 18 pictures. What's your name, Mrs. Philpott. Mrs. Philpott. How many kids are in the house, Mrs. Philpott? Where are they? I'm 6 of them.
By the time firefighters reached the scene, the house was already filled with thick smoke, and flames had overtaken the hallway. Crews forced their way through the front door and tried to reach the bedrooms, but the fire had moved too quickly. There was nothing they could do. Jade, John, Jack, Jesse, and Jaden were all found inside and pronounced dead at the scene. They were aged 10, 9, 7, 6, and 5. Their older brother,
so freaking young,
13-year-old Duane, was still alive when they pulled him out, but he died in hospital 2 days later. Post-mortem examinations confirmed that all 6 children had died from smoke inhalation. The response from the local community was immediate. The children's schools released statements and brought in grief counselors to support staff and classmates. Vigils were held nearby, and within hours, the front of the house had become a memorial. Flowers, candles, and handwritten notes lined the pavement. 3 days later, Mick and Mereed Philpott stood in front of the press. Mick thanked the emergency services and appealed for help finding whoever was responsible. Mereed sat beside him, silent and shaking. At that time, police had already confirmed that the fire was deliberate. Traces of petrol had been found in the letterbox, and investigators believed it had been poured through the door before being set alight. 2 people were arrested, Mick's former mistress Lisa Willis and her brother-in-law, but both were released without charge. And with no forced entry, no eyewitnesses, and no clear motive, attention slowly began to turn back to the only people known to be inside the house when the fire started: Mick and Mereed Philpott. And while the public still saw them as victims, detectives had already begun to look and listen more closely. As the days passed, something about Mick Philpott's behavior started to raise questions. Mick was speaking to reporters and giving public statements, but the way he talked about what happened didn't sit well with some of the people around him. He was calm, too calm, and at times it sounded like he was repeating something he'd practiced. Soon after, Mick and Mereed were moved into a hotel by the police. What they didn't know was that the room had been fitted with a covert listening device. The recordings captured everything. Instead of grieving, the couple were overheard laughing, making jokes, and going over the details of their police interviews. They corrected each other, rehearsed answers, and made sure their stories matched.
What did you say? Tell me what you said to me. What did you say about how many times I went up ladders?
I lost count how many times I went up the ladders.
What did you say about me trying to get in?
You tried everything you could to get in. Like I said to him, I wanted to run through the flames up the stairs.
Would you cry when you were saying it? How bad?
Not really, really bad, but I did cry.
That's hysterical.
8 days after the fire,
like just hearing that audio footage of just hearing them know, even though we know and they know, just hearing that is like disturbing as hell. They so like, y'all killed y'all kids, and then it's not like one of y'all is okay with it. Both of y'all are okay with it. Not only are you okay with it, y'all are okay with coming up with a plan to freaking lie to the police together. Like, man, dude. And I think this probably did come from Nick Crowley, because earlier I was getting confused with, I don't think this is the same story I was thinking about with Nexpo. I don't know, Bean Team. All I know is I've heard of this story before. And man, it is freaking crazy. And shout out to God Dag. God Dag. I have never seen you before, but happy you are here. I'm happy that you are with the Bean Team. Welcome to the Bean Team. And God Dad says, worst parents ever. Like, they at the top of the line of the worst parents ever, because after they done murdered 6 of their children in this freaking fire, they are at a hotel conspiring to talk about how we can get away with this. Neither one of these parents feel remorse. And if I can remember, I don't even want to spoil that part of it for y'all that don't know, but I remember another part that is also crazy, and we're going to see if the board brings it up now, man. Red Pill says, wow, this extra detail makes the story even more diabolical. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Sick bastards, bro. Sick freaking bastards. Let's go, y'all. We almost at the end.
Invited a close friend named Paul Mosley to the hotel. He had known the family for years, and police were listening as soon as he arrived. The three of them discussed the investigation, talked through what they'd told the police, and acted as if none of it had anything to do with them. More recordings followed. Their timeline didn't make sense, and their version of events changed, and not once did any of them mention the children. Shortly after, forensic results began to come back. Petrol traces were found on the clothing of all 3 individuals. A glove and a petrol container were recovered near the house and linked directly to the fire. On the 29th of May, Mick and Marie Philpott were arrested on suspicion of murder. Paul Mosley was arrested a few days later. The trial began on the 12th of February, 2013, at Nottingham Crown Court. As it turns out, Mick Philpott had started the fire to frame his former partner, Lisa Willis. She had left him, taken her 5 children, and a custody hearing was scheduled for the morning after the fire. The plan was to set the fire, raise the alarm, rescue the children, and blame Lisa for the attack. It was supposed to make her look unstable and, in turn, win him sympathy. But the fire spread faster than he expected. He managed to get out, but the children didn't. In court, the jury heard what had been captured in the hotel room. They were also told about Mick's past, his control over the women in his life, and history of violence. On April 2nd, Mick and Marie Philpott, along with Paul Mosley, were found guilty of manslaughter. Mick was given life in prison, with a minimum term of 15 years. Marie and Mosley were each sentenced to 17 years. They were told they would serve at least half. Philpott remains in HMP Wakefield. He will be eligible for parole in 2028, but will need to appear before a board to determine whether he still poses a risk to the public. Marie was released in 2020 after serving 8 years. Mosley was released in 2021, but was recalled shortly after due to concerns about his behavior, and released again in 2023 after the parole board ruled that his imprisonment was no longer necessary for public protection. There's something especially cruel about recordings like this. A man begging for help, a woman screaming for her children, and for a moment it sounds like everything is real. The fear, the urgency, the panic. But he was the one who set the fire, and whatever panic he felt in that moment doesn't change the fact that this wasn't a tragedy he stumbled into. It was one he caused. That's what makes it one of the darkest recordings ever captured. A man desperate to save his family. But the truth had already been decided, long before he ever made the call.
And that would make that one so freaking just it's what make you want to just get pissed the fuck off. The fact that these people really ain't getting no time for this. And the damn lady got 8 years or something. And even him, like, he got life, but he got the possibility of parole after 15 years. And he the cause of 6 children death that is his own children at the same time. Like, man, this is the sentences are so trash in this case. That is just trashness, man. That is ass. That is terrible, man. How in the freaking y'all sentence them to that? And the thing that I didn't want to like spoil until the void actually said, because I already knew it, was the fact that That whole reasoning for starting this fire was to get back at one of his mistresses and make it set her up and frame her for doing this. Like, why would you put your children in danger to frame this lady for whatever you want to do? Like, it's just so all over the place, man. It's so freaking up, Bean Team. It is so freaking crazy. So freaking crazy, man. And I digress. I'm not gonna go on and on about that one. We're not gonna go back to none of the other ones that we have seen. Being Team, this has been a great live stream. I can say that. Let me go back to the comment section one more time, man. Scarface, are you fucking kidding me? Like, bro, it's like Wampo, why would they release him? Like, why he has a chance to go back to society and be free? Little girl, I am mad as hell. Like, dude, like, I don't understand it. I really don't. Stupid parents because they wanted to get back at someone they killed their own children. Like, why are you putting your damn children in danger for that, man? Why are you putting your children in danger for that? They are stupid as hell. Vile freaking people. I agree, Wampo. God Dag says, bruh, those people deserve life imprisonment. How does burning their house causing the death of a few kids and falsely blaming someone else only have a sentence of a few years? The justice system's rotten. The justice system is completely rotten, and it's so all over the place. I always say it all the time. It's like they just throw random years out here. You get 5 years, you get 3, you get 23, you get 33, you get 77, you get 51, you get 62, you get 93, you get 124. Like, it's just, they just throw years out here and you get the possibility after parole of 15 years, 5 years, 18, 22, 27, 33, 44, 31, 29. Like, it's just all type of random numbers they be filling out, man. Little girl says, as Jay Leno would say, stupid criminals. Shout out to Jay Leno, freaking stupid ass criminals, man. Some people just be criminals and they don't even care about the logic to the criminal behaviors they be doing. I don't know for sure, but I think before you were thinking of the Sauter children. Yes, Livy, I seen your comment earlier. That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was getting it mixed up and confused with. I was thinking about the Sauter children, which is a very similar case, but it does have its differences. But the case basically revolves around fire, a house fire too, if I can remember correctly. But I digress, Bean Team. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. I appreciate y'all being here as always. And I also want to let y'all know, too, that like I said, this coming Monday, I got my own video coming out of these true crime, horror, dark, deep, and mysterious, what the is going on type of videos. And once I drop that video on Monday, I will not be putting out another reaction video until that Friday, which is Reaction Suggestion Friday, because I want to give that video time to get into the whole YouTube algorithm thingamajiggy and let as many new people see the video that haven't seen any of our videos yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give that video a couple of days to breathe, my friends. But you will also see me back tomorrow for another Mr. Ballin' Sunday. Gotta do the Mr. Ballin' Sunday. And I'm gonna let y'all go now, like I said. And before y'all leave, just please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and do all that if you ain't did that. And remember this: love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.